Okay, yeah, there we go. Now it's working. Hello, everyone. Yeah, it seems like it is working. Let's just double check the triple check, cite our sources, make sure everything's working. One of you guys, pull up the link to the new stream. We'll delete the old one.
Wait.
Yeah, we got a new stream started.
Live.
Yeah.
Yay!
Hooray! Yeah, now everyone can hear us. Sorry about those technical difficulties, everybody.
Terrible news.
Yeah, we had some problems with Discord getting picked up in OBS before we started. That was a bit of a slight problem here and there, but now we're back in business.
Yep, managed to work it out, so we cool.
Alright, there we go.
Yeah, I guess.
Answer all your fun little questions.
And have a good time.
Lose several brain cells along the way.
Absolutely.
Let's introduce each other.
Yeah, let's ourselves. I guess I'll go first. Hi, I'm Cosmos Timber 11. The schmuck who had this idea of rebooting the show. Jonathan O'Clair isn't here right now, and he's probably watching and screaming because we screwed up the first live stream. Yeah, Brad, you go ahead.
These guys, he might be thinking.
Yeah, Brad, introduce yourself.
Oh yeah, yeah, my name is Brad or Devin. I'm the main guy that helped out with most of the train faces that you might see right here.
Yep.
I'm the main anime fan / train fan that helped out with Full Buccaneers and my own series, Woodhill Branch Line. But yeah, you're welcome for this.
Yeah,
everyone.
Brad carried this whole thing. It was pretty awesome.
Yep, it's real fun making faces for these guys. It's real fun, honestly.
Yep.
Yeah, I guess NASCAR, you introduce yourself.
Okay. Hello everyone, I'm NASCAR Dude 8451888. I'm the newest member of the Sam 1 production team. I joined about a year ago. I'm one of the writers and script editors as well, and really excited to answer your questions.
Yeah. Luke.
I'm Luke, or
Normal Nut.
You mean?
Yeah.
I'm the Normal Nut. I also run a YouTube channel. You may recognize my model of 4039.
And you can see it has an awesome hat.
Before we continue, Discord is too quiet. Chat is saying.
Oh, Discord's too quiet? Let's turn that up a bit. There
How's this?
that should be a bit
that's
better.
red.
Yeah, it's fine. It's
500-gallon cowboy hat.
It'll be
Hello.
fine. Maybe it's too loud. There we go. I'll just adjust. I think that's good. Okay. We're just figuring this out as we go along because this is the first real professional live stream we've had in a long time.
Professional.
Yeah, or unprofessional.
See when the last one.
Yeah, Rar, you're up.
Oh, me? Oh, dear. Hello, I'm Rar. I model. I help. I'm sorry. I'm nervous.
It's okay.
Yeah, you good.
Take
your time.
Rar is a very
understandable.
talented Blender modeler, and you may know him for the Anthony model in the new trailer. And he's also done some beautiful animatics of both Deltarune, and we love Deltarune here. He's also done them with the Brave Locomotive, so go look at his channel. It's awesome.
Oh, dear.
Yeah, Craig.
Oh yeah, hi, I'm Craig. Hi, I do mostly the route work for the team. I also figured out the lighting.
Beautiful lighting you see on your stream.
Yeah, sunset and all that.
Also,
that's
very good at what it does.
Yeah. Well, thanks. I don't think so, but
It's good enough.
yeah, there's not much else. Yeah.
Yeah, guess I'll, Steven.
This isn't Norristown. Where am I?
Yeah, you're right.
Hi. They call me, Steven, allegedly. I don't know what I do. I'm a
Oh, you're
trolley
right.
operator, if that counts, and I like to think I can write stuff. Whether or not I could finish it, we'll see. But I mean, now while I have the spotlight, let's talk about Deltarune. So in chapter.
No, you can't do spoiler.
No.
Yeah, I think
Alright, moving on. Moving on.
Next
Moving
person.
on.
Moving on. Pirate.
Oh, me, freaking. Alright, hi, I'm the pirate pilot. I volunteer at Rail Giants over Pomona, and over at SCRM at Paris, California. What I do for the team is jackedly squat, just joking. I am currently learning how to how to record film and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm. He has one of the better PCs in our group, and his shots look very good.
Ironically.
I guess moving on to one of our better model makers, I'd say one of the best, presenting Tiger Co.
Hi, I'm Tiger, or everyone calls me Nick. I'm a modeler here at San Juan, and I like to do a lot of kit bashing. And a few side projects as well, including one that's going to be popping up on the channel at some point, called Project GS.
Golden State.
I guess I'll pass it on to another member of the state.
That would be Zach.
Hello everybody, my name is Zach, also known as Modern Line Studios. I am a fireman trainee at the San Bernardino Railroad Historical Society here in California, and I also am the director of the Full Buccaneers Season 2, and I'm one of the editors for the San Juan Branch Line Train Series, so really happy to be here.
Yeah, it's great to have everybody here who showed up to this very late live stream. We've been working behind the scenes to try and make everything nice, but one of the coolest features of this live stream, I'd have to reckon, is the face train icons we've got here. Most of the ones that you see, they're front on, were drawn by our lovely, awesome Brad.
You're welcome again.
Yeah, you're awesome.
Again, it's real fun doing this.
It is.
And oh yeah,
I showed up late and drew mine in like
as
5
well
minutes.
for helping you out with the face stuff in Full Buccaneers. Real honored to do that.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, dude, you're like one of the best, so yeah, I'm super grateful to have you, so yeah.
Appreciate it.
Our teams.
Yeah, by the way, I also did
Sister
do
teams.
some acting. You might have seen my stuff, including the latest Sam1 short where I did one voice role, as well as the Full Buccaneers. So, I'm kind of popular. But, anyways.
If you want to go check out Zach's series, it's on his channel, Modern Line Studios. His level of quality and production is what we're aspiring to get back over here at San Juan. It's been a real learning curve, but there's been a lot of work we've had to do behind the scenes to get everything nice and good, so we can, operate it. Including upgrading the... I guess I can run Nathan a little bit and we can talk about some questions. Any of you guys got those questions from the Q&A chat?
Yep, we do. Alright, so for our first question from Javanik, which San Juan cast would play Deltarune or at least be invested in it?
Oh my god, that's a good question. Steven, we need your help.
Deltarune?
Deltarune? Deltarune? What?
I'm playing if that counts or something.
I guess
I don't even know
it would depend on which of the characters like role playing games made by Toby Fox. And did you know Undertale is a 2015 role playing game developed by indie developer Toby Fox?
And we're gonna cut that off.
Ben and Anthony would probably be roped into it somehow.
Are we reading the Discord Q&A or is this the YouTube Q&A?
Discord, then
Reading
we're
the
doing
Discord.
Okay, which one are we starting on?
we're doing the
Presumably
Q&A in the
the-
Discord first.
Yeah, we got people typing.
Got a lot of questions.
Oh, yep.
A lot of questions and a little bit low frame rate here, but we're
Next
fine.
question from NSW Steam Fan. Can the shorts feature characters from our own projects under the guise that they're not necessarily canon?
I think that's a fun idea. The way that the shorts operate is like non-canon. Like we can just mess around and produce like practice stuff because a lot of the stuff that's that we want to do with the series itself. It requires a lot of research for continuity, and if we want to just have some fun and produce something that's something for y'all to watch while learning about the skills, we make our stuff public. So the shorts are a good way to do that.
Yeah, definitely, I would agree.
Yep.
Okay. Next question from the Georgia Rail Fanner. Will San Juan get high hood GP9s or SD9s along with some other diesel stuff?
I love diesels. Any of you guys have any ideas about that?
I mean,
Ooh.
I don't know
Yeah,
about
I don't even pay attention to
The
diesels
region
like that.
doesn't really.
Omaha Jeep 20.
That'd be kind of cool.
I would like it.
Really, the only confirmed diesels we have so far are the 4 units that we're seeing in Kanukov and Lochwility Part 1B, the second half of it. There was a Fairbanks Morris Trainmaster, a Santa Fe 44-tonner, a Southern High Hood Fairbanks Morris... Wait, did I say Trainmaster already? It's pretty late.
No, yeah, Southern Trainmaster and then a New Haven RS1.
Yeah. Yeah, so it's just those 4 so far. There was a lot of the script stuff that Jonathan did involving those 4 that we're not going to talk about, but they are very much real and still part of the show.
But
Still very much part of the show, and will be seen
We
working on
did,
the railway.
But I will say this: we did currently kind of discussing what diesels we do want on the route. So yeah, we've kind of been doing that as well.
Craig, it looks like the version of the route you sent has some fucked junctions, like really bad ones.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
Oh, well.
Just,
It's
we'll
that
just
it's that
ignore it.
glitch. That's fine.
Okay. Anyways, all right. Next question from Warbonnet 601: Will Rodney Cantor make an
Rodney
appearance
Kotorsky.
in?
Yeah.
Rodney
Like,
Kotorsky. Oh my
he
god. Okay.
should.
He
Who
should.
the hell
Yeah,
is
that
that?
is my vote.
How do you not know who Rodney Kotorsky is?
I'm not smart enough.
I'm kind of lost on that too.
Damn.
You know the guy
He's
who
kind of like
yells at the
a
Heritage
local
unit?
legend.
Motherfucking fire truck.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's the
you know,
guy who yells
Rodney
at the
going
Heritage
60 miles an hour on the Buffalo Yard job.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
That's worth watching. If you look him up on YouTube, there's a lot of funny stuff. Rodney Kotorsky. He's the kind of guy who'd be hilarious to have cameo in the show. You got.
I
another
think
question?
the UTL in particular is called Seth.
Yeah, it's
I
in the
forget
sector.
the
Yep.
number.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. We.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. Up, corn internet.
Was
Y'all there? I think that might
lottery
be my
for
fault.
everyone else? Oh.
Uh-oh. Is something going on? I think it's
Will we get next San Juan episode?
Ooh.
Yeah.
I don't think those radios work long range.
Will we get? I think we should.
Oh yeah. Okay. We'll get back to the. Okay. Anyway. Next question. Once again, NSW Steam fan. Can the OSL rotary snowplow from the holiday special appear in Universe Out Dream / Canon?
I think
I
it's
don't
good.
know.
And the
Short line rotary.
on the
Yeah.
Am I tripping? Wait, there was an OSL. Hell, there was an Oregon short line rotary. Am I tripping?
Apparently.
Yeah, it was the one that Dan pushes, and then the
I'm
one.
a fucking UP nut here. I should know this.
Okay.
Mhm.
Well, I figured out what was tanking the
okay.
stream there.
Chat is saying that there's a lot of audio problems.
I figured out.
I don't know
what
if that's
was
just
wrong
because
with
I'm
it.
delayed or
Oh,
not.
no. I figured out what was wrong with it. Discord was streaming my screen at the same time I was broadcasting, which is tanking up my stuff. So I stopped that, and now everything's back to normal. Sorry about that.
So, it's struggle.
It's just how it is.
Okay. Okay. Anyways. Yeah. Okay. Here's a little quick question from Alex. Will Halloween episode will get remastered?
That is something that would be really awesome to do.
I don't. Reason why we have.
Yeah.
There's currently no.
Yeah. There's no real plan to at the current moment.
answer would probably
Not
just
really
be
focusing on
eventually,
that.
but not in any time.
Yeah, it's an eventually
Yeah.
on that one.
Oh.
Yeah, the audio is having some really bad issues, apparently. Hang on a moment.
Yeah, I'm gonna take a listen. Just one.
Difficulty.
Yeah, let's diagnose these audio issues for a little bit before we answer any more questions. I think it's my fault.
Yeah.
I'll see if I can fix it.
What?
Oh.
Yeah, we're still live.
We're still live.
Okay.
Yeah, I just had to disconnect and then reconnect to see if that would fix anything.
Okay.
Let's see.
Are we all ready to continue?
Yeah, I think we should be good to continue.
Allegedly.
Highlander
Chat,
has
what
an
do you guys
interesting
think?
question.
Yeah.
Okay.
Already
This
have
is-
3001 showing
Highlander.
up down the road.
Okay, I'm just gonna read off the next question. Once again from the Georgia Rail Fanner. Can we make our own spin-offs of San Juan / have fan-made characters run on the map non-canonly?
I
It's
mean,
not copyrighted.
It's not copyrighted. If you want to create something that's
Yeah.
fan, there's fanon. That's something you can do. Yeah.
There's not really anything stopping you from doing that anyway.
Yeah.
It's not like
Yeah,
we're
it's
I mean,
just
Yeah,
nothing.
Not
you
like
guys
we're going
crazy,
to
guys.
like slam your YouTube channel or anything.
Yeah.
Like,
Mhm.
go
No,
nuts.
None of us really have a legal team. Do we? Do any of us
Yeah,
have
you-
legal?
Yeah,
I'm gonna-
Sometimes I wish I had a
you know what,
legal
I'm gonna
team.
plead- I'm gonna plead the fifth for that answer there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, yeah, like you guys, if you want to make your own like kind of San Juan spin-off or something similar, go ahead. We would
Yep.
love to see you guys make your own series.
Yeah.
Rest assured, we're not going to come to your house and kill you for making a fan thing.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's
You mean I can't
Yeah,
do
or,
that?
Oh,
We
boo.
Or-
appreciate you guys because we like that you are taking inspiration from us and doing your own thing with it.
Yeah. It's,
Yep.
it's all about creativity. I mean, we're just a
Yeah,
bunch of
exactly.
imitation
people
is
on
the
the
most
show, too.
sincere.
That's all that matters in this.
Everybody
But
here
yeah,
once
Nothing, like I
dreamed of
said,
being
nothing
here, so.
too crazy, or this mohawk will be right at your front door.
Yeah. Zach,
If I can answer a question
saying
from the
that,
chat really fast,
Go for it.
yes,
All
there are episodes on the way.
Mm-hmm. Zach, you were saying?
For a variety of reasons, it's taking forever, but it's okay.
Okay. Anyways, Zach, you were saying something?
Oh, I was saying that like most of us here, like all at one point, dreamed of being a part of this team, including myself. I would like ever since I was very tiny, I've always wanted to be a part of this team. So, but like before all of us were here, we've all kind of written our own like spin-offs and whatnot of this series, and so yeah, whatever you like, you have like complete freedom to do whatever you want with, I guess like spin-offs with San Juan and all that stuff, so yeah, so
absolutely.
yeah.
We can
Okay.
dream.
Yeah, we
Yeah, we can
apparently
do.
We can.
Okay. All right, but
You
yeah, I
gotta
think we went through that
believe.
question. All right, let's go on to the next question from Highlander. Will we see any other NYC steamers in San Juan branch line other than Nathan? Maybe one of his brothers?
I
Cousin
actually
one?
have I have a couple answers in chat pertaining to Nathan. A lot of the locomotives that are for this production, and by a lot I mean all of them, they are kit bashed heavily. The models are customized versions of the originals to the point that they have different whistles. Nathan should have a blowdown, but that doesn't work. He has marker lights that work, emissive headlights, and just a bunch of cool stuff that makes this thing feel real. So the models aren't public, unfortunately, because they use payware pieces, but to answer the question, more New York Central Steam? There's a high chance.
Mayhaps.
Yeah, perhaps. There's
Perhaps.
I
perhaps.
see the question that comes up all the time in chat, and I'll answer it real quick. What happened to Brian McDonald? Well, he's not part of the team anymore. He sort of fell off of the internet, he stopped uploading to High Iron, and as far as we know, he's uncontactable. And frankly, if he's uncontactable, it means that we probably shouldn't disturb him. That's all we have to say on that topic.
Yeah, he could be out just doing his own thing. That's as much as we
If he
know.
wishes for his privacy, then his privacy he will get.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Now, I know
Exactly.
I've heard some things about him, but I will not get into that because I don't know if that's not true, so we'll just leave it off as that.
Absolutely.
Fair enough.
Okay. Anyways, so we got two similar questions that I'll just read off. First off, from Frisco Foamer 1522. I'm just saying, if and only if the San Juan branch line / Marysville crossover did happen, how would characters like Craig, James, Ben, and Jackson be explained?
Well, the way I actually have a theory on this, because I'm allowed to have canon of the show, right? I mean, it doesn't necessarily have to be canon.
Sure.
Okay, so my theory is that in San Juan's show world, Jackson and James, they're like BNO 97 and CN 3377. Like, they are just different numbers. So, it'd probably be like the other way around in the world of Marysville. Like, maybe Craig is 3377. I don't know. But that's just a theory, a train theory. Thanks for watching.
A train theory.
Yeah, train theory.
We love Matt Pat. Oh, you're saying.
And then also from SW Steam fan, if someone were to revive Marysville like you guys did with San Juan, would there be a chance the crossover could be revived?
That would be very awesome if that could happen. You'd have to talk to Amtrak guy about that. I broke everything. Craig, these switches, they are all terrible.
Fine.
Oh no!
we
what have you done?
The yard and
it's
we
fine.
derailed.
It's fine. Just do the train's equivalent of 050ing it onto the main. It'll be fine.
I told you we should have used Annie.
I think here.
I don't think that would have changed the coaches.
Annie's more.
Dare I say, it will be all better after one fade transition.
It truly was a mountainous spectacle.
Wow.
God, Cosmos.
Yes.
But actually,
okay. Anyways, another question from. Do you guys use Trains a New Era or Trains 22?
We use Trains 22 mostly, but everyone on the team has everything from Tane 19 and 22.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. For that, I'll just answer this question. This guy's been asking in the Q&A. From Javanik, are you guys planning anything with Sydney when you get a new voice actor for her? Please, anything.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're not gonna.
Oh no! I didn't hear the question. What was the question? My internet cut out at like the perfect time.
Sorry. It's just this guy asking about like, will Annie be back with her new voice actor once we find one for her?
Yes.
I thought it was Sydney.
Sydney.
Yeah, well,
Sydney
Annie needs a new VA now too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have an idea for Sydney.
What's your idea?
Okay.
Well, you guys know my idea.
Oh,
it's,
boy.
that one.
Yeah,
you know it's
we can't
it's
say it out
that
loud.
one.
Okay. Yeah. Well.
Sorry, like I would elaborate, but it's I don't know. It's got something to do with like I don't know.
Trains.
There was
that talk.
There was a question about it in the Q&A Discord server channel. Whatever.
We'll get
I don't know. We'll get to it when we get to it.
Hey, there's an interesting question in the YouTube chat by King OP Osum II. He says, "Will there be Easter eggs in the series, like a character from another series in the background?"
Most likely, yeah.
I wouldn't doubt it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Almost certainly.
We kind of already had one.
Yeah.
Kind of already had several. I mean, there was that 282 from Brian McDonald's Bridge line. He appeared at the end of Moonrailer Part 2 after the credit scene. He's a cameo engine. There's some shorts that have characters from other properties, but it's all stuff in the future.
Yeah.
To answer your question, yes.
Okay. Anyways, next question from Alex. Who will the new characters be in new episodes?
Well, we can't spoil
Now that is a good question.
Yeah,
I will say there are lots. There are lots of new
characters. He just rewritten it. He said, "How many new characters in new episodes will there be?"
Lots.
Lots.
1, 2, at least 2.
At least 2.
Well, there's the 4 diesels. There's the 2 other ones. I don't know which 2 you're referring to, but there's those.
Well,
2,
there's
so at least
the
6.
one, and then
there's
there's like
3.
the other one. Someone in the live chat earlier
let's
before the
just say
stream
8
started
and
was
then leave it
commenting
here.
about it.
8 counting the logging locos, so yeah.
Answer your question.
The logging locos?
Yeah.
Add in the entire state of Rhode Island. You can't forget that one.
Okay.
Oh,
We're
yeah,
not doing
Logging
that.
locus.
Next
Okay,
question.
just to make things simpler, yes, there will be new characters coming to San Juan.
Very important question right here in the chat. Do we have the battle pass?
Do you have the
I
battle
left it at home.
pass?
Sorry.
I mean,
I don't play
do you want
Fortnite.
the battle pass?
I'm banking on one of you guys to have
I-
the battle
I guess-
pass. I don't play
I
I left it
Fortnite.
at home. I'm
I
sorry.
guess we're just gonna have to bank on success.
Shouldn't.
Darn.
Cosmos?
Yeah. You're gonna have
No
to
chance of a
perform
fruitless
well.
search.
Oh,
Okay.
hold on. Little Ice says, "Can Frank, Craig, and Nathan start a band?"
Ooh.
I
What do
mean,
you
they'd be
play?
very
That's the
good.
real question.
They call it the
Ooh.
Cinderheads TM. They go on tour for one city, and then the band immediately
Well, let's get back to the
disintegrates.
Discord question.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, I want to give some of them a
all right,
little
just
chance.
let me answer this Highlander question real quick. So Highlander, we are in our own production VC in the production team server, so we will not be letting like fans in this VC specifically.
Oh, very observant person right here in the chat. Going off this question about new characters, I momentarily spotted a San Juan Pete in the consist section a few minutes ago. Spoilers. Well,
Yeah,
you
whatever happened to that anyway?
Well,
Is that still on the table?
it is still on the table. I'd love to do a rewrite of that because it wasn't my best work. I didn't produce it for a reason. I feel like maybe that'd be worth doing sometime.
The notorious Stinky Pete.
Yeah, the notorious Stinky Pete from Toy Story.
Toy Story?
Just
Yeah,
like
Toy Story 2.
Toy
He's
Story?
canon in
Toy
San Juan, by the way.
You know who else is from Toy Story?
Oh no.
Woody.
Oh no.
Woody from
Oh,
Toy
No,
Story.
we're not getting into there.
Woody.
Oh,
Bro.
God.
I'm sorry.
no.
I will keep the Deltarune pre-Chapter
rot.
3 brain rot out of the stream. My apologies.
All right. Let's just go to the next question. Okay, from Westerner. Curtis, the Southern Railroad consolidation real, or just a part of a fever dream Ben was just having?
That is a mix of a fever dream Ben is having and a questionably canon short. That's all we have to say about that.
I
It's a
will
very fun
refrain
one.
from commenting.
Mhm.
Yeah, we're just not gonna get there.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyways, from NSW Steam fan again, can episode story pitches include test screenshots visualizing some of the screens? Some of the scenes.
Test
I feel like
screenshots.
I feel like we kind of already do that with just
yeah,
sneak
we
peeks.
kind of do. Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, Craig, we might need to fix this. I think your
Fix
version
what?
of the route is a little bit broken.
Yeah,
Where?
let me be clear. I have not touched that area at all.
That
I don't
is
know what happened.
odd.
If-
Okay.
What?
It's okay. Just don't look in that direction.
Just
It's
don't
fine.
look in that direction. Sure.
You don't
Don't
need to
go
look at the
into
black
the
of the
light
light
world.
world.
You know,
Ish.
it might,
maybe I should switch to the
it might
other
have to do. I mean, we could also
Yeah.
just go down the joint line.
We'll
That
do
was-
that.
Honestly,
if
it's
we-
fine. Let's just not draw attention to it.
Yeah.
It's okay. It's
Valid.
fine. I feel like
kinda
everyone's
funny.
waited long
Well,
enough.
At least you guys get
Yeah.
to look at the thumbnail of the original route. This is what it looked like when
Yeah.
we got it.
Mhm.
Cool. It's a
Okay.
screenshot from Tane of it, and this is the Amtrak guy version of the route, at least the original one. So, continuing on the questions from Discord. What
Okay.
sort of stuff?
CB Rails question.
Okay, so and SW Steam fan says kind of like concept arts.
Yeah.
I don't. Yeah.
Yeah, it's
It's cool.
messing around, seeing what we can achieve in the medium, and seeing if it looks good. That's our goal.
Ooh,
Basically.
I have a piece of concept.
Let me
art.
answer CB Rails question. Speaking of new engines, will there be new voice actors and or need new ones? If so, how would we join or sign? This is not worded very right. We join
Oh,
sign.
so just like if you want to play a character, well, you need to match the character, and then you just send it in one of our DMs, or you could put it in the fan server, and we'll see it, and if it's close enough, we'll consider it.
Yeah.
Just
Sure,
share it.
Yeah.
Put it somewhere where we can see it. Maybe not in our DMs, but just somewhere in the fan server so we can look at it.
Put it on
Some
TikTok.
sort of test, like a mini meme video or some sort.
Yeah, on TikTok.
I forget. Is there like a tryouts channel in the public server? I don't remember.
I think that there should be one.
So if,
Yeah, by
if
the way,
people want to put stuff in there,
I can.
I
create
feel like that would
tryouts
be a good
chat.
idea.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Oh, yeah, well, I noticed you have some questions in the mic list chat, so if you want, you can just answer them.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I've been just copying and pasting some of the questions I see.
Yeah. Let's
just
we go.
let's read some of
Hold on,
those out.
Okay. So first one from Steam is King Productions. What's the typical occurrence of derailments / crashes on San Juan in general, or do they rarely happen?
Well, it's a matter of whether those wrecks, if you can even call it that, are intentional or not.
Explosion.
There's a giant explosion where everyone dies. TM. In seriousness, though, San Juan is, it's a class 3 short line. It's not that big. They don't, they can't really afford to get into wrecks like class 1s can, so they gotta be safe.
I feel like more often than not, if I had to guess, the most common thing would be like someone picked a switch or something and like a wheel jumped off. It's
Absolutely.
like low speed derailments.
Yeah.
Because I mean, it's a class 3. It's not like they're having head-ons or I forget what a cornfield meet is, but like any of those.
2 trains gonna bump.
Oh, okay. So I just said the same thing twice.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, since like San Juan's like a more slower and like I would say tedious route, you gotta be like more careful. So there's like rarely like major incidents, more like the small like kind of annoyances.
Mm-hmm. That's really what you want to aim for. Just minor inconveniences at best. You can't have like Nathan fails to deliver jam to like Trainmaster's house and then dumps the flatbeds off the side of a cliff. Like, we can't do
Bro, and then he's got to go and get the second one that they keep in case.
that. And then he also, hits a truck on a crossing after trying to take that second one, and then the third strike is he brings it there and then learns from his mistakes.
Or I will say from taken to granted, that little
Very
joke where
significant.
Grant or Ellis, who was controlling him, just derailed all the flatbeds. That siding. Yeah. Okay, anyways, let's move on to the next question. From Highballer 5000X, it's a Steam doubleheader that needs to happen. For me, it would be Pierre Marquette 1225 and Milwaukee Road 261.
So this is a question for us then. What's a Steam doubleheader we think we should say? I think 6325 and 5629 should be restored and rebuilt on the main line.
Fantastic.
Well, Cosmos, this relates to you. I want to see 5511 3985.
Oh, hell yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh.
There's this one specific shot from a DVD that I have that I want to see recreated.
Ooh,
That'd be cool.
Ooh.
Oh, question for the chat. Is the stream looking alright? I mean, it should be in higher quality now that I've fixed the problems with my internet.
Yeah, it should be alright.
Here's hoping.
Thinking of the double header
Yeah, it
question.
seems fine, so we got nothing to worry about.
There's a lot of
My
choices.
dumb little foamer like pipe dream idea that I think would be neat to see would be if the Arcade and Attica ever got 14 in Steam again, if they did an event where they ran the two of them together, 18
Oh,
and
yeah.
14. Given that 18 just made its grand return last year, after 7 years, it would take millions of dollars, because I don't think 14's run since the 80s, I want to say, but that would be neat, because it's like, it's not big and spectacular, but like, they're pretty evenly sized.
It'd take a lot of chromer.
Lots of chroma.
A couple
Ooh,
chromer.
For me, okay, I
Chroma.
know this one is like might be a little unrealistic, but I think it would be cool. I honestly would like to see a Union Pacific big boy with one of those, like, I think, was it the Wyoming boys or something? I forgot what it
Huh?
was.
With one
Challengers?
Oh yeah, the
The-
Challengers. Those.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Those.
Oh,
I think.
Hey, Cosmo!
Oh, hey, I
Can I-
yeah.
The Wyoming boy.
I think it would be like, personally, like, I know like they're both big locomotives, but like it would be interesting to see, like, you got two head-to-head big large steam locomotives and they would pull it together. Oh yeah, that would be kind of fun to see.
Yeah.
all right.
No,
I
you
have
want
a
my
second
you want my
stupid
foamer pipe
answer.
dream? You want my foamer pipe dream? 905511.
Oh, hell yeah.
Oh, yes.
That would look kind of neat.
Yes.
I tend to agree. I have another idea, but I already gave an answer. I don't know if you want me to do two.
Go for
So I have a
it.
stupid one. So so guys, hear me out. We take 4014. All right, are you following so far?
Uh-huh.
And we stick one of the Grambling tank engines in front of it.
Oh my
hell
god! No,
yeah.
better yet,
Oh, yeah.
here, Southern California pipe dream. Fucking, you take Santa Fe 3450, or sorry, 3450, right? And then you take Santa Fe 3751. First 4 X4s of the Santa Fe, right? And double head them.
Ooh.
That'd be kind of cool.
Alright.
Oh,
York's my
that's the
idea.
map
York.
view.
I just got a good one.
Oh, Lord.
Okay, I got a good one. The Rockin', I believe, locomotive number 10 that's currently in Sacramento, double head with 3751.
Oh my god.
I
Wait, Granite Rock
Personally-
10?
Granite Rock and yeah.
Oh my
Granite Rock.
god.
personally, what I would want to see,
Okay.
is SDNA 104 and SP 2353 would be fun.
That'd be
Oh
cool.
god, yeah.
That would be really nice.
Oh god, SDNA he 104. Please. That. Good luck. That's all I'll say.
If I may.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
sorry,
Clark.
Clark.
So, Steven, help me out here. What do you think would go good with 2248?
Gee, good question.
2252.
2252. That would be neat. 210 wheelers.
You know.
Isn't there like a 280 or something like that? Like some other small SP thing that
Southern
runs.
Pacific 3420
Like
would be
a-
nice.
Like a Harryman?
Wait, no, hear me out. You know,
Well, there you go. 618.
You know
Ooh.
how they have that
Hmm.
beautifully painted 282 on display?
I was.
Oh,
Yes,
God.
yes, yes,
Oh,
yes.
boy.
Or should I say no? No, no.
I think that's where we stop here on this question.
Yeah, let's move
so
on.
just move
You know what, dude?
Okay.
If we
anyways,
keep going,
next one
we're gonna
from
lose
Joey
our
the Cat.
sanity.
Wait,
So, Tiger, go ahead.
I don't think he
I was
got to
just-
finish.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, sorry. Tiger, go ahead.
I'm just going to say, if we kept going on that, we're going to lose our sanity.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
it's
well,
not on the
well,
forward.
Well,
idea.
I don't think
Anyways,
Rar got
moving
to
on
finish
to the
though.
next
Oh,
question.
Rar.
Okay, fine.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Oh, wait, no, hold on. Rar, you were gonna say something.
No, I lost it. It's gone now. Like I
Shoot.
got.
Okay, well, if you
All
want
right,
to
I'm
just feel
gonna-
free to interject.
Okay,
have
but
one.
anyways, for now, we're moving on to the next question. Okay,
Okay.
from Joey the Cat. Will Dan ever meet the best engines ever, Randall?
Hello, my name is Randall.
Oh.
That would be funny.
Oh, my name is Randall.
Hello.
Hello, my name is Randall. Hello, my name is Randall.
He's at
Who's
Sugar
Dan? I am Randall.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, that's perfect. That's perfect.
Yeah.
What the heck?
Hello,
Designated
my
in
name
the
is Randall.
C48
This, like,
class.
Like this fever
Buddy,
dream where all
Denver
this
and
one.
Rio Grande.
Oh, it would be like a crazy fever dream episode where you have all the main Sam 1 characters meet their like, repainted ones from New Goth.
Oh yeah.
Oh, meet their
Map view again.
their low quality knockoffs. Oh,
Yes,
Oh,
they're
that would be interesting,
Well, I
but
guess
really bizarre.
I
Some
guess you
just
guys
a
can
little
look
bit.
at the map because I accidentally clicked the map button. This is what
Good job.
This is what the entirety of the original series was filmed on. Just these 4 baseboards.
Have we gone through all the Discord questions,
We
or are we
should
just
keep
sort of
going.
like taking a break from them?
Yeah, we're gonna okay, so we'll get back to the ones in the mic list, but let's back to the Discord questions first. Here's an interesting one that I really like from Church. Who is the best character to write stories around? As in, who's the funniest to write?
Ooh. You know, I'm tempted. You know,
Probably Ben, in all honesty.
I actually
Anthony.
have a
I
favorite.
have to agree.
I have a favorite.
For me, at least. For me,
Really?
at least,
Okay, let's
it's,
hear your favorite Cosmos.
I'll let Luke go first, and I'll say mine.
For me, at least, it's a split between Anthony and Annie.
Those are both valid. My favorite has
Valid,
to be Grant.
valid. I have to agree.
Now Grant, most people may think, oh, he's not a very interesting character, but he's diligent. That's what he is. He's caring, and he's a little bit socially awkward, and I kind of relate to him. I love the way that Malcolm characterized him in Taken for Granted. He's just a lonely little guy who wants friends, and he's trying really bad, really poorly to do that. So, it's kind of fun to write his awkwardness. Oh, there's the foamers again. If I had a blowdown, I'd be wishing them right now.
A travesty.
Yeah, it's a disaster.
Okay, anyway.
Interesting.
Next question from Westerner. Will we ever see the Lucky Bobber again or not?
Yeah, I can show you it right now.
Whoa.
Yeah,
Yeah, look.
as he returns.
Let's pull this.
It shows a pile of splinters.
Yeah, let's.
Yeah. It's owned by the government.
It's owned by the
Yeah.
government. Oh, okay.
See, Trainmaster made me sign an NDA as to
guys, it's
where
right
the
here.
bobber is.
It's right here.
Oh, yeah.
There it is. Now you've
Oh.
seen it again. Now you'll never see it again.
Damn. All right.
Oh, looks like we got a little shout out from Mr. Railyard. Hello, San Juan from the Full Buccaneers. How are you all doing?
We are.
Well, I'm doing.
Well, I'm doing.
Oh,
We're doing
kicking.
fine.
What are you doing?
Fine.
We're
Thank you for joining the stream. We
Everybody's
appreciate
doing
you.
a brand new dance now.
To the
Whoa.
locomotion.
Okay, anyways, for more questions. Okay, next question from her. Would the Cinderheads ever start a podcast in the modern era?
That's such a fun idea.
Oh my god.
That would
Yeah.
be
I
funny.
feel like Ben and Anthony are the ones that scream doing the things on the internet to me. I couldn't tell you why.
I mean,
Remember that thing that we
It's
had
not,
planned?
it's not a bad idea,
no,
but I
no,
feel
you
like
wanna know why?
Ben and Anthony's funnier.
The Christmas special because they both play with the Wii U.
Yeah, I was gonna say something
Yeah,
about that.
that's probably why.
Yeah.
Broadcasting.
Although-
We're gonna go back to the Roundhouse and play Wii.
Although Craig does mention that he's talked to Sydney on Skype, so who really knows?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
True.
I mean, I will say now, I don't.
Welcome back to the Cinderheads
I
podcast.
did a terrible job with my water management. Now we're bowling Nathan dry.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, they call me
I'm
Steve.
Yeah.
They call me
Anyone
Steve.
ask
Steve, we open this bitch.
Operating on air.
I guess this is a kind of like maybe not a spoiler, I guess, but like we are kind of floating around the idea of a little podcast for San Juan.
That was the
That's
thing
all I'm
we were
gonna say.
doing. Yeah.
That's all
That-
I'm gonna say.
That was the
but-
thing that like did like last year, right? And it just kind of stalled.
Mhm. Yeah,
Yeah,
we're gonna try to mess around with that, I reckon.
Yeah, we're floating around. Yeah, but anyways, okay. Next question from CB Rail: is there a script or story idea for a war between San Juan trains where the engines are frantically racing to collect freight from local industries? One overworked, worn-out engine snaps turning on the others.
That's hyper
That's
specific.
oddly specific.
That's
There you go.
Yeah. You know what that reminds
like
me
a
of?
fan
It-
script.
It sounds like a Phineas and Ferb episode.
Yeah.
What?
Actually,
Wait, what was the question? Is there a script for
What now?
if there's
a war?
a script or story idea for a war between San Juan trains.
And I don't understand that question. Moving on.
But
Wait,
there's more. Could there be a hidden railgun involved, maybe mounted on a flat car, becoming the ultimate weapon in the battle for control of the rails?
We are not the Dark Railway series.
I'm confused.
As much as some of us enjoy that.
Yeah, we are not the Dark Railway series.
That would not.
We're not
As much as
gonna
we enjoy
fight.
TDRS.
Yeah, we're not gonna fight. It kind of does sound like the plot for the
Oh,
Adventures of Tom.
well, you see, actually, you guys want to see Nathan with a gun? I can show that. Yeah, let's.
You have the gun
Oh, boy.
Where is it?
you're
Do
talking
it.
about.
I should show 1673. You know what he's got?
But
He has really awesome toggle.
In the silly one.
Assuming I can get it.
okay, while we're at it, I'm just gonna answer some more questions. Next one from Railways. By the way, he's a production member. The Friends of Any Mountain Eastern Rocky Subdivision ever attempted to derail a train for both clout or for Trainmaster to add another 4A2 to the fleet?
Oh my god.
I don't know if they would stoop that low.
I think if they ever attempted that, Trainmaster would just straight up run them
Yeah,
down.
Straight up
Guys,
I think
look
yeah,
at
They
that.
you
would
wouldn't be
straight up
seeing them
be
anymore.
stuck, like,
Here-
no chance,
Here is your
because-
San Juan War episode. This is
Oh,
Woody.
no.
The San Juan.
Man.
Someone,
Woody.
Oh my god.
Woody?
Thank you, Isaac.
He
I gotta
says.
look back at the
Okay,
stream
now
because
this
I'm
answers a
not.
question in Michaelis. Have any of y'all ever made a trains model? Yes, Isaac is one of our production members, and he modeled this whole thing for me from scratch. This is 1670.
Thank you, Isaac Newton.
Yeah, and as the years go by, he will never die.
Careful. Careful.
There's a
Nothing bad
still in
ever
there.
happens to the Kennedys. What?
Okay. Anyways, next question. From King Up Osam Zero Osam. I can't. I'm not. Okay, I'm just
Osama
gonna
bin
read
Laden.
Possum.
Yeah. Okay.
Wait,
Osama.
what?
Anyways, can the Void be featured as a canon character in series for the silly?
Who can?
What?
Can the what?
The hell even is
The Void from Super Paper Mario?
No, I think that was referring to the broken tunnel from a while back. That was a
Oh.
punishment from a while back.
The
Oh.
void.
Oh.
I see. Well,
Broken
see,
Oh.
you know, how about we just sentence the ghost tank engine under the map? That's where he'll live.
Yes.
Just exactly. There we
Exactly,
go.
Grant Allard. Exactly.
Making an episode of The Matrix.
I thought he lives in the sky.
Oh, guys. Okay, I think you guys are gonna like this next question.
Okay.
From Joey the Cat, would Ben survive a trip to Misty Island, or would it be a question of would Misty Island survive Ben?
Would Misty
well,
Island
The
survive
latter.
Ben?
The latter.
No, it would be hard to
100%.
survive Misty Island.
I'm tempted to put on the Misty Island Rescue song, but I think we
God.
just gotta not do that.
Yeah,
no,
we might get
All
let's-
copyrighted.
to
collectively
answer
imagine it in our heads.
Misty Island Rescue. Here we go.
Oh god.
Here we go. Here we go. Get copyright.
Okay, so to
Stop.
answer the
Plot twist
question,
is
I
so
think-
good we get copyright struck.
Okay, I think Ben would just straight up kill Bash and Dash, and then he'd bring Ferdinand back. As-
Bash and
Bring
Dash.
Ferdinand home.
Yeah,
Or
that's
right.
or the Robin Logan
That's right.
so fed up with Ben, they would just ultimately drive themselves off a bridge.
Listen, hear me
The
out.
Tick Bridge.
Yeah, Rar?
I think they would get
Hold
along.
on, everyone. Rar, you're saying?
Ferdinand takes over the tunnel mart.
Oh,
Oh.
that's a
Yeah,
good
Yeah,
Yes.
now that's an
Oh.
idea.
I will straight up.
That's
Hear me out. I will
That's
straight
right,
up model.
boss.
I will model a Class C
That's
climax.
right,
I
boss.
will. Watch me.
Wait, hold on. I have an idea.
I already started on a model of Fruit Growers 3, so
Hold on.
obviously.
The thing that's fun about being on a live stream means I could do shit like this. That's right,
Boss.
boss.
Boss?
Boss.
Did you just call me boss?
But
You're
look,
supposed to
it's,
call me a fat piece of shit.
Yeah, that's right, boss. Boss? What did you mean by boss?
Who? Who are you calling boss?
Oh my god.
That's
Okay.
brain master to you.
That's brain
Oh,
master
no.
to you. Okay, let's get out of here.
And by the
before
way,
we-
Brainmaster.
Oh, okay.
it's San Juan branch line.
Oh
not
god,
San
what's
Juan
wrong with his
train.
face?
let's get out of here. Well, next
Okay,
question.
Sun Warm Ranch, Brian,
We're
to
gonna
you.
move on. Okay. From Daniel Sutphin, 4 tank engine.
I don't know what that means.
I don't know. Unless you press another locomotive. I can't.
I think you skipped a few questions if
yeah,
you're getting
I
it from
think we
Mike.
skipped a few. Can we?
Yeah, I know. I'm sorry. I'm trying to keep up with all these, but they keep coming up so fast. Anyways,
There
okay.
was one that I set aside. If I could read
This
that
one.
one
Yeah, go for
quickly.
it.
Oh yeah. Okay.
There was
From-
King Opossum II asked if you could exchange a locomotive that's preserved for one that is extinct, what locomotive would you choose?
I would choose.
Can I go? Oh,
Oh,
sorry.
yeah, no, you go ahead, Luke.
EM1 7609.
Oh,
What would
yeah,
you trade
that's
it in?
Or what?
I've got one. I'd. What?
Oh, I was gonna say, would you trade like the EM1 for like a Kanawa or something?
Oh.
No, there's already Kanawas preserved.
I know, but like you could say, oh, scrap the Kanawa and then bring back the EM1. That's the.
Oh, hell
question.
yes.
Okay, so I guess that goes for everybody. We just kill all the Kanawas and then bring back the Hudsons.
Yeah,
the Milwaukee
exactly.
Renee
Replace-
class.
Oh,
Yeah.
Lehigh
Yeah.
Valley, Asa Packard. No, better idea. Hear me out, guys. You know that fuck-ass Atlantic at the MOT, the CNW one?
Oh.
Get rid of that.
Yeah.
We don't want it. Bring back the fucking A-class, alright?
Oh,
That
yeah.
one we should have
Oh my
gotten.
god, yeah.
Yes,
I got
bro.
a good one. Okay,
Something,
I got a
something,
good
something.
one.
They saved you, but not me. I don't know.
Who are completely
So
utter
you, but not
abominations.
me?
Okay, here's the one that I would do. Okay, hear me out on this one. Okay, I would get rid of one locomotive, like I think one of the
Oh,
Nawas, or the PRRS1.
oh, valid.
Mm.
Oh, he added a adjustment to that in the chat. He says
Condition.
the locomotive must be a sole survivor. Oh,
Oh,
Mm.
god damn.
no, no.
Okay.
That's
So
one
we
works.
scrap all of the Kanas. Got it. Alright.
Okay.
They're just
I'm
Van
gonna-
Swearingen
I-
Berkshires. We have like
Well, the
20 of
S1
them.
works
I
well
figure,
because that's
uh,
the only one that's
Here,
ever
can I-
been
Only
made.
one of them has done something of no.
Yeah, one moment.
Here.
Bari, were you trying to say something?
I don't remember anymore.
Can I?
Okay. Yeah, Yusuf.
That is a recurring thing. I noticed.
I'd, in all honesty, I'd get rid of 814, the FEF1,
Oh,
because that thing is so unbelievably sad to begin with. We'd just be putting it out of its misery.
There's an
yeah.
FEF1?
Yeah, it's in
Where?
Castle
Yeah.
Bluffs.
That's
Look
not
out!
so good.
Yeah, and it's absolutely shit fucked.
14.
Yeah, UP814.
Yeah.
Huh, I didn't actually know that was
Yeah.
still existent. That's kind of neat.
I wouldn't call
Yeah,
it still
it's sad that
existent,
it's
I'd say.
kind of shitted.
Sorry, I think
I'd
just
honestly
looking at-
trade that because it's the sole surviving FEF1, so this technically counts. I'd trade it for UP3804. Who here knows what that
A
thing is?
CSA.
Is that... Yeah, is
It
that
was-
an early
it was-
challenger?
It was one of the early challengers. It made it up until 1962 and then got cut off.
Oh, it was used for those
That's
snow melting
based.
experience, right?
No, it was not. It was just simply languishing in a deadline.
3977 was a snow melter. 844.
Yeah,
3977.
I have photos of the snow melting equipment on 844.
that's cool. But anyways,
Yeah,
yeah,
honestly,
good
that's
stuff.
based.
Yeah, I am so mad that that thing got cut up regardless.
Oh, I have a controversial take.
Okay.
Get rid of Penzi, the M1B, in
Ooh.
exchange for a J1A.
Ooh.
Someone's gonna be
That's
taking
controversial.
that.
Yeah,
That's
It is
very controversial.
I've never been a fan of the Jays, to be honest.
I kind of like them.
Wait, hold on.
Jays and the
They're neat.
M1s were definitely like some of the
The
backbones
Jays.
of
Were you
their-
talking
It's
about
not
the
gonna be
Norfolk and
I know
Western?
nothing.
No,
of
no,
it.
no.
No, the
J1 Texas type.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Presumably.
yeah.
the CNOT1 copies.
Okay, if I'm gonna generally be honest, I feel like most PRR locomotives are like kind of the same or like either similar.
That'd be
Thank you.
standardization.
Standard
like,
weird of the
Okay,
world.
I've had this theory, and I'd like to share it with you all. The Pensy is just American Great Western. Down to
Well,
the
yeah,
colors and
obviously.
everything.
They're both standard.
Yeah.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
Pretty much.
They both have
Proud
an
of 'em.
absurd amount preserved
You know,
because
that-
there was
that
like
kinda
one
gives me an
area that
idea.
preserved a lot of them.
Oh, yeah, this question has lasted quite a long time already. We should move on to the next
We're all a
one.
bunch
Okay,
of
so-
crazy people. What did
We
you
are
expect?
crazy people. Yeah.
yeah, we are. Well, this is our
Basically.
stream, so we can do whatever the hell we want.
Yeah.
Okay.
Please
Anyways,
go
but
ahead.
yes, let's move on to another question. Okay, from Railways once again. National tragedies around the world has been accused of and damn.
What,
Huh?
what war crimes has been committed? Is that the question? in
Basically,
essence?
yeah.
National tragedy.
I
The
think-
answer is actually 0.
Oh, no,
Just to
the
be clear, it's
answer-
actually 0.
False.
The answer
That's
is
false.
actually 1. Did you know that Ben actually worked with Heisenberg to make Bunker C available to oil burners again?
Wow.
What the
Yeah,
hell?
they call it Breaking Ben.
I just want to point out,
Pretty sure Ben was
Breaking
involved in
frames.
some way with the Manhattan Project, but I mean,
Didn't-
cannot
didn't he-
confirm nor deny.
Didn't
he was
the
Oppenheimer's
DDoS
best friend or something. I don't know.
Oh yeah. Hang on,
Okay.
Rory, you can say that.
Okay.
that right?
No, I was saying something.
Yeah, you said
Sorry,
so.
sorry.
I'm kind of tired of that. I'm sorry.
Everyone turned Raw
Oh.
up. Yeah.
I didn't.
Oh.
Ben DDoS a website.
Oh, he did! That's right!
Oh,
Ben DDoS the website.
yeah.
Okay, so
Again,
that's
that was
two
in the
so far.
short, or I mean, well,
Yeah.
We'll make that one. That's funny. Yeah.
we have to.
Okay.
Next question.
Okay, let me just go back to this like one question at the top. Sorry that I missed it. I'm just trying to get through all the questions. But anyways, from J Class fan to the cast, what would you say to anyone wanting to make a talking series?
Ooh. I
think
don't do it.
Be prepared for what comes with it.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think
Well, let's
I
actually
think be like plan out the plot and like don't just copy Thomas and Friends or another Train series. I feel like that's kind of just the first thing you really should do when planning it out. Other than that, it's pretty much free game. You know.
I have a couple things I'd like to add.
Do.
I guess number one, my recommendations would be think outside the box. Try and think what has been done, what hasn't been done. You know, there's a lot of like random short line with like a bajillion steam engines or like diesels that have not been repainted or anything like that. Like try and think a little outside the box. And two, please, 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 for the love of Christ, do not put a controller character in your series who makes all the decisions and tells all the trains what they're going to be doing. That's not a real thing. I'm convinced that's not a real job. That's fake.
Yeah.
Hey guys, it's me, the fat train master.
Train controller.
Now,
They call me
I'll
the
say
train
what I like.
thief.
now,
The way I
know we
I
gotta
got
get
some-
we gotta have
No.
Train Master fat
I
now
think I
in
have
one
like
episode.
another good piece of advice. Like,
Yeah.
if you're gonna make your train series, like, make it creative. Like, make it how you want to make it, or like go big with the routes or locomotives that you have. Build a story around what you have for your train series. That can be locomotives or the route design. Like, make it a story. Bring that story to life.
Another piece of advice. If you're rebooting an old property, it's way harder than starting from scratch, because if you're using something like, you know, San Juan, for instance, something we've realized is that we need to make the stuff we have match the quality or exceed the quality of what came before, otherwise people will be disappointed. So it's when you have high expectations, you better be prepared to do the work.
Yep. And I got something I want to add too.
Mhm.
Now, when it comes to trains and you're sticking with faceless trains and you want to add a face to it, I will say this. Please at least try to draw the faces for them. It may take forever. It may not look that great. It doesn't matter. Just try. And please don't do the generic way of putting the generic face mesh on those engines that you may have in plan for your own series. Do not do that, because it does not look right.
I mean, if you just look at our icons, I mean, I'll actually make this thing bigger here so you can all look at it in its glory.
Yep, and this is how I do it.
Boom. This is how Brad does it. All of the
Now,
characters are very
everyone,
expressive.
take note. If you want to add faces for your engines in your own series, it may not look great. You may not been drawn all your life. It doesn't matter. Just at least try, and do not put face mesh on it, because I hate when people do that.
Yeah.
It doesn't look right.
Where are you supposed to put the headlight? The nose is the most
headlight?
important part of the train.
I use that part as the nose for every engine.
And also, I have another thing. Like, get creative with your camera angles, because using good camera angles for like dialogue or scenes, like I think Amtrak guy 365 really set that out well. The camera angles will help your series evolve. It will help you good dialogue from these stories. Get creative with your camera angles. They will help you out so much.
Yeah. Precisely.
Now,
okay,
I got some
Oh, okay.
for
Go ahead.
this for the guy that said, or could you do Marker Light's eyes? But that would probably
Yeah, it'd be fun. Mess
Take a
around
little-
with styles.
It would be
and see what
fun.
I do. I mean, build.
if you're
people-
not trying to.
I got
if
an
you're
answer to
not trying
that. Hold on.
if you're not trying to put the eyes on the smokebox door itself, then you can feel free to do that.
It's
It
such
doesn't
a
matter,
cool
just
way.
as long as you make it work and you make it look good.
Make
make
I
it
it
got a
like-
really, I got a really
Yeah.
silly thing.
tell.
Hold on.
I was gonna say we look to Samson for this example.
Yeah.
He's very cool. I like Samson.
Samson is awesome. We should port him to trains.
Oh yeah.
Bro.
And by the way, hold on. Jay wants to give a piece of advice. Go ahead,
Yeah,
Jay.
go ahead. Go ahead.
So something that I have learned in assisting the Full Buccaneers series and San Juan, if I don't want to discourage people from using preserved locomotives, but there's only so many stories you can tell with a preserved locomotive, right? 1522, for instance. If we want to follow real world history, we can't use Frank for certain years. Craig, he's off doing, his Steamtown stuff. Try and find locomotives. Maybe you can use the same class, but different members. Every trains series from like the early 2000s had 1522, had 3254, had a Mohawk or something like that, because those were the models we had available. We're in a world now where there are countless different steam locomotives. K&L, Ben Neal.
And if you're feeling spicy, you can bash your own thing.
Exactly. Broaden the horizons. A story about some rinky-dink short line with, let's just say a pair of Southern KS1s is far more interesting than a story about a Mohawk, an S1B, and, like a T-54.
Yeah.
So that's my suggestion.
Here, real quick, regarding the, sorry, go ahead.
I would like to say, Jonathan O'Clair, creator of the show, told me that had he started the show years later, he would have picked different prototypes for like Nathan, Craig, and Frank, but it ended up the way it is because it was all that they had. So,
I will say one thing. He was able to work around with the timelines, and yeah, it ultimately worked out okay in the end.
I mean, this is kind of cool right here. I mean,
it's too late now.
Another thing.
Real quick, regarding the marker lights for eyes things, I divert your attention to Michael's one.
How do I pull something up on the screen?
He's very fun. It's like DNH at home.
So it's I'll like read
my good
alt
God.
text. So it's like a Santa Fe Pacific with a high headlight, and the markers
Maybe
are
I
on
can-
like sticks that like
Bugs.
stick out.
Try and show it on
Guys.
stream. Try and show it on
I
stream.
don't know
Oh
how
yeah,
to.
like
Um,
can you like drag it and drop it onto the thing, or
I can. Yeah, I think I can actually put this in OBS.
like ATSF 1342? If anyone wants to quickly Google that, if we can't figure this out.
The Santa Fe, they decided on some of the 1300 class Pacifics, decided, let's be silly and put Alescos on them. Well, shit, where do we put the
Essentially.
marker lights? I know!
DNH
It
it.
kind of looks like two antennas like poking out of the locomotive.
Yeah.
This thing. Look at this thing.
He's an
I want you to look at it.
insectoid.
Look at
So
this.
It makes it look like a
Okay.
praying mantis or
Yeah.
something.
So the last piece of advice, the last piece of advice that I will say is less is more. Less is more.
Yeah.
Okay.
It took up
You
the
do
entire
not-
screen.
Yeah, it just showed up for me.
That was a jump scare.
There it is.
If you want to make a talking train series, don't overdo it with characters. There are so many that you have a roster full of 30 locomotives, and they only ever show up once.
Yeah.
No, you're never gonna remember names. San Juan is a little different because
It's had time
most
plus
of them
two,
get
so.
equals. Yeah, most of the engines get equal screen time.
And
When you are just starting out, no one's gonna remember.
And it's
Yeah, those
also,
are-
I would say, for the casting, it's also easier for you to get like people to actually voice act, because with less characters, you don't need like a certain amount of people that are available like all the time.
There's a reason why certain characters in Thomas appeared once and then never again.
Yeah.
Or like
Guys,
don't
straight
speak
up on
at
the,
all or anything like
money.
that.
Money.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Yeah, so yeah, if you follow all those tips, I think you guys have a good formula to make your own Talking Train series.
Yeah.
if you
We can
want
talk
us
about this all
in,
day, but
Yeah,
I was
but-
gonna say, if you want to see us walk through, no, maybe not walk through, but like how we plan an episode, leave it down in the comment section below for those of you watching the VOD.
yeah.
Or if not, put it
Don't
in chat and
forget
we'll
to
look at it.
Smash
Or-
like
Don't
Yeah,
forget
God.
to like that smash button.
That's what-
and hit
Yeah.
the subscribe bell and click the click
If you
subscribe
guys
for
want
notifications on
stories
news.
on your own Talking Train series, or you have your idea that you want to like maybe get some feedback on, just ask.
Oh,
Us, like
another
any-
thing I'd like to ask you guys. Do you like the little train at the top of the screen? I animated that myself.
We need to make him longer.
Oh yeah,
going
that's
to
silly
the-
Billy.
is that who?
That's what it is, it's Silly Billy.
Is that insert Switcher Diesel here
Yeah.
Bro,
From
it goes
that-
to
you
say
think it is.
Shaggy Blue.
from insert episode here?
What is
Yeah.
this?
Pop in Marco, what did it? Okay, but anyways, let's move on to the next question.
Next question.
From Wild Game 69, do you get your Kidfish stuff for the engines? And if I can have the models, first of all, you're
No.
not getting the models, so that's a no.
Yeah. Okay. So the thing,
No.
Yeah,
I
no
have to
pass
explain
outs.
this. It's a bit of a sore spot of contention here because the models we've got, they use payware pieces, and we cannot distribute payware pieces, or else Steve from KNL Trains will kill us.
Yeah.
Right?
Wrong.
He will
Scary.
come to our house
Right
and
at your
stab
front porch.
us. He will kill us.
Okay, hold on. Okay, Steve Lero is outside my house. He wants my money.
No, he wants
Steve
to
Lero is
be
outside. He
He
wants
wants
money.
money.
Steve
I
Lero is
know.
outside. He wants money. Steve Lero is outside.
KNL man is outside. He wants my
Oh,
money.
hey, it's Winnipeg Rail fan. Hello.
So to give the short answer, the models use payware. B, the meshes are custom.
And they take a lot of work.
So,
Oh.
it take a lot of work. We have a lot of talented modelers. And it would be disrespectful for to just openly give it out.
Yeah.
The routes, we have spent
Hours.
I don't know how many 100 hours reworking San Juan to the quality that it is now. A lot of the assets were commissioned.
We'll be seeing one
You
of
know-
those in a moment.
Yes. So
For example, for like one of the routes, like isolation, we've actually had to redo that multiple times
Yeah,
just to
the
get
route for isolation. That's
Yeah.
completely custom.
It was a lot
Oh goodness gracious.
to do. But
So-
anyway, Jay, I'll let you finish.
So as much as I want to say, yeah, here's the models, that we can distribute, it would be rude.
What we
And-
would love to do, I reckon, is give tutorials on kit bashing, like what techniques and softwares we've used. That would be cool.
But it would be like baby's first kit bash.
Yeah. I mean,
Like that's all it would be.
There's a good
That's
tutorial
why-
out there by Andy YZ, I think. Unless it's a shitpost video he did, but it was half good.
There's also,
Rio
like,
has a really good video on reskinning.
Oh yeah.
So-
Rewards.
We're
or if you
making
just wanna
blanks.
do, like simple stuff. There's
Shout out
also
to him, he's also in the Discord
studios
server.
who did
Yeah, he is.
like a little
Yeah, Rio's awesome.
yeah. And also that's why we have the disclaimer at the beginning of every episode, so you can get the
Yeah.
original model.
You cannot have
Which-
our trains. We're sorry.
With much
can have the
thanks
original.
to Jimmy Lambert for narrating that.
Oh yeah, Jimmy Lambert's also the new voice of Nathan.
Shout out to Jimmy Lambert. Yeah.
We love
And
Jimmy
Ryan
Lambert.
Lobner for doing that disclaimer. So
Let's see.
If we could Jimmy
Okay,
you
anyways.
sometime, that'd be cool.
Yeah. And also shout out to Ryan Lobner for doing the disclaimer, and it is short. Yeah. Okay. Anyways, next question.
Moving on, please.
From Highballer 5000X again. Could there be any episode for the Sam 1 branch line to host the NRHS convention with steam locomotives? Also,
Those
Like,
four
for example-
letters.
That's
have
very-
been a point
that's-
of talk for ages.
Yeah, that's very funny.
It's almost like we've had meetings about that for the past like 3 months.
Yeah.
Question mark.
I will say, like, maybe I don't know if San Juan has the capacity or the size to do a convention.
Oh, don't you
Maybe
worry.
not like the
Not like Railfare.
the caliber of like Railfare 91, no, but like a little thing, sure.
Yeah, they would try.
I mean,
we have
it could be like, you know, Marysville type, like if you all seen like some clips from the Marysville San Juan crossover that we did, something like that extent maybe.
I mean,
Like
we do
that,
have
like-
the new buildings at Redacted
That's
that
true.
can handle all of
So,
the equipment.
I will say this. We could like bring San Juan characters to actual NRHS conventions.
Like brass models of
No,
them or what?
No. The like 1990 NRH. You know, I'm gonna start writing that.
Oh, yeah.
I'm gonna start writing 1990
We'll say
because
we
that sounds
can
like a lot of
bring
fun.
One characters,
Nathan
maybe
Welfare
one or two.
91.
I know Frank was there, obviously.
Sydney and Railfare 99.
Yeah, or Sydney at Railfare. So like, we can bring characters to conventions, but for San Juan to host it, I mean that depends. But I'll say just a no.
We'll look into it.
Yeah, we'll keep our options open. Okay. Anyways, next one from King Op Osam II. If a locomotive
Oh,
was
God.
stolen, which locomotive would most likely be the one stolen in the series?
Ben.
No.
You know,
The I wanna
maybe,
say Ellis.
maybe there's an at the throttle experience and Ben gets train napped.
That would be funny. There's, if I can
Here,
go
lift
off
it
for a
out.
minute. So one of the episodes that I'm working on that includes a character I can't talk about. There was an earlier version, and I think I can share this because it's definitely not appearing in that episode. There was an earlier version of the episode where at the end, some crazy foamers hijack Kent with like an El Capitan consist or something like that, and just start running rampant with him on the joint line, and the new character that I cannot like talk about yet had to
one.
chase after them and like unstoppable style like connect to the back so that they could board the train through the rear.
Man,
You're telling me
like that.
Trainmaster has enough money to buy an entire bi-level set?
That's why it was an early version and it's not happening.
I mean, I'm listening.
I think
Go
the idea
on.
is that it was like they were borrowing high levels or something like that, but I mean I don't really remember. It's like I said, it's a scrapped idea. I think I can share it because it's not happening, and I just think it's
I
funny.
think something there's a reason. There's probably a reason it's scrapped.
Yeah.
Oh,
I think it would be
guys.
funny though.
Um,
I think it would be.
Edward Henry.
I'll go on and Henry.
Oh, Gordon Henry.
Oh, Nathan, Franklin, you have a very important passenger to me today, and his name is Train Expert.
Name is Elizabeth.
And his name is Train Expert.
So, I think it would be funny though to have. I think it would be an interesting episode concept if Trainmaster gets all of the Pacific Parlor cars and we have to try and explain how Trainmaster had enough money for them.
No, Cosmos.
Oh, yes, people are asking about
Oh,
Nathan
sick.
Bogey. What do we tell them about Granddad?
We don't.
He's old.
What's up, dude?
I need to get back to work on
Oh
that.
my gosh, I'd love
Old
to
man.
talk.
We could tell you,
Well,
but it shall
But
spoil
we're
the
not.
next story.
Well, maybe there's
Not the next
maybe there's
story.
something to tell there. You
what
know,
then?
San Juan Furry Convention.
Base.
Moving
no,
on.
Moving on.
No, we're not getting there. We're not doing that.
We already have enough of
Base.
those of the team.
Okay, anyways,
Oh,
we're
we're
gonna
not
move on to
gonna
our next
crash
question right
everything.
now. We're moving
We're
on.
gonna crash out.
Anyway, moving on. Next question from Sting is King Productions. Character in the San Juan branch line series would consider wheel slipping as doing burnouts and enjoy the
Craig.
exaggeration.
Craig.
Craig.
I was
Craig.
pretty
Absolutely.
I was actually
Sydney.
gonna say Sydney on this one.
Sydney takes a close second. No, you know
Yeah,
what?
Sydney would be
Ben would
second.
enjoy going up to the top of the museum and then sliding down.
Oh yeah.
We
Let's
shouted
just
Ben
be
as
honest.
he raced down the hill.
Honestly,
Now there's an episode idea.
Imagine if Ben could skateboard.
Oh, he
No.
would be
Goodness
awesome.
gracious.
Wait, no.
So,
hold,
hang
hold
on.
up. Guys, we're ignoring the fact that Ben has already skateboarded.
He has.
Yeah,
Has he?
Oh, yeah, he has.
What?
Hang on, I have it
Ben
here somewhere.
skateboarding.
Just quick thing though.
Is this? Are you talking about the thing that I made, or is this?
No, hang on.
Is skateboarding in San Juan just
Yeah, there's this-
getting mounted onto a flat car?
The San Juan skate-
Or is that a gondola?
So do you remember the Thomas episode Cool Truckings where Duncan rode on top of Madge, right? And then he almost
Is
died
that
off
what
a
skate?
He almost died.
I got a great idea. One skate park. Let's make it happen.
Where are you? Not that one, but
Not that one. I'm waiting for stream to catch up. This is very funny.
Awkward, said the policeman.
That's another question.
Awkward.
We'll never find the
One of
bodies.
the more recent questions is asking if the diesels are still canon and why
Absolutely.
Trainmaster added them to the roster.
Versatility.
The first part is they are still canon, and the second
Asterisk.
part, like
We're not even
probably
sure.
the same reason that he bought the steam engines because they're old and historically significant and need attention.
I found it, guys. Look at what I just so
Oh,
happen
no.
to have.
Oh boy.
Guys,
What are
we
you
are
doing?
going to the Ben skateboard. Let's. Okay.
The stream
What
hasn't
are you
caught up
doing?
with me.
Oh no, you guys are
Ben
gonna see.
Worm.
You're
Off we
Oh wait,
go.
I saw that. Ah.
Wonderful.
Is it gonna like push him down the grade?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're just.
I've
gonna...
done this with my own
Yes,
3004
that is
262.
Oh boy.
Awesome.
All right,
it's
now
same
go
with
on
me.
the joint line like
Good
that.
idea. We will.
Send his
So-
ass to
Okay.
I don't know,
sorry.
California or
Send that
something.
fucker to the stratosphere.
If you go on my version of the route where it's
There you
actually
go.
facing.
I will
We gotta
do
roll-
that.
Extend
No,
the
no.
main line to Connecticut.
You gotta take him to Blue Sky Mountain and then just roll it down.
we'll put him through the tunnel.
Ben,
Can we just get
No, he'll
Can we
run
get Joey
to the tunnel. Okay,
Oh, shit, not
meanwhile,
again.
I'm just gonna. Okay, let me just answer this question real quick. From Leo Trains, he says, "Why is the intro different from Ghost of the Rails to?"
Tane versus
That's because
TRS
someone else
19.
did it differently, and because Ryan produced.
That one. Yeah,
Yeah, I think as far as I know, that was an independent
that was
production.
an independent project.
Yeah, that
uploaded
was
to the
an
channel.
independent
Yep.
production in Lavender. He
Yeah,
did that.
He did that one.
I have no further comment.
Okay.
That's
Anyways, okay. Here's an interesting one from Joey the Cat. We dive into the lore
Oh, we-
regarding that Mason bogey.
We talked about that.
So,
After later.
once
to
upon a
talk
time,
about it.
in
Yeah, I don't-
1801, there was a train, and then it, I don't know.
And now
I
it's
don't,
there.
I don't
That's
think I
the
have the
story.
I don't
Next
think I have
question.
the
Okay.
hey, Cosmos, I don't have the capacity to talk about it yet, huh?
So
Can I
The
say
thing
a
that I-
little bit about it? I want to give the fans a little bit. Okay.
well, I will
Only a
say
spoonful.
one thing.
Now, yeah, go ahead, Shay.
For the people that keep asking us about the wreck that Anthony and Ben mentioned, and I hate using this pun, you're on the right track.
We are on the right track. I'll also.
And that is all I want to say on that matter.
That's all you're gonna say, but I would like to talk a little bit about the history of the Aeroc branch because it's never really properly explained in the show.
Oh my god. Hold on.
Back in the day, I mean, if you couldn't tell, this whole area on the original route was narrow gauge. There was a balloon loop here, that's why the radiuses are so tight. It's alluded to in the show. That's why there's a washout on the bridge. They kept the original bridges and then paid the price immediately. But point is...
So RGS syndrome.
This whole section of line here that goes back and forth up to Blue Sky, this was 3-foot gauge. And then it was dual gauged all the way down from Blue Sky into Junction City. So there's a photo of that I put in the fan server where there's a dual gauge meet at Junction City with the Mason bogey. Long story short, this railroad was ripped up during the scrap drive, and the only thing that we know of that survived is the Mason bogey. That's all we want to talk
I
about.
thought it was in the 50s.
No,
I was
no,
supposed to-
I thought we said it was in the
No, no,
50s
no, no.
because remember the thing.
Yeah, I
The
know.
70s. You know the.
Yeah, they tore up that line by then.
Oh yeah, that's true.
So like, let me just answer this. So, Mr. Railyard, we are indeed happy that the Full Buccaneers is back and revived.
Yeah, I mean, Zach was here. He's the one who started it, so...
Yeah, we're happy that he did that. We are definitely looking forward to the future of this series. I'm, of course, a part of it, and some of the guys are also, too, so...
Yeah.
Hi, I did the heavyweights.
Oh, and the Mason Bogey can speak, but he has no mouth and he must scream.
Inner demons.
He does have a speaker, though. The station PA. He's wired into it.
Yeah.
Instead of fate worse than death.
They turn it off at night because he gets a little bit quirky and starts screaming about
I'm just imagining station announcements are just screaming.
I have the perfect explanation for this. You see, his engineer back in the day was actually Frederick Fazbear.
Bro,
get out! There he is.
Frederick von Fastbear the second.
There he is. Okay, now he's gone. There's your There's two screenshots, everybody.
I was gonna say, in relation, if you ever watched the Unlucky Tugs, oh
yes, the Unlucky Tugs.
Him and Trampy rewatching through Misty Island. I know I'm circling back to that, where they talked about what was it, Old Wheezy? They took his mouth away, so he just. That's kind of what happened to the Mason Bogey.
Now, the thing with the Mason Bogey, he is actually friends with Anthony. They're friends. They're just a couple of old guys. They talk about newspapers.
Do you think the Mason Bogey's a 5G truther? Or something
like
that?
What that means. Oh,
why
you're
are you
right.
asking these questions?
He would be.
I know. We're not supposed to be the ones asking the questions, but like, you think he's like a crazy person?
Like crazy person.
Listen.
Crazy person.
The entirety of San Juan is filled with crazy people. Train Master is crazy. We know this.
Yeah, that's true.
He's the scary crazy. I'm actually kind of half convinced that Train Master's a sociopath.
Crazy? He was crazy once. They locked him in the room.
He has some serious mental health issues, but I don't know where.
I think Grant and Annie are like the only sane ones, or the only fully.
I don't know.
Well,
what about Nathan? Nathan's pretty sane.
Nathan's
sane. I gotta head out.
Kind of.
So I'll be back.
Okay, bye. Everyone say bye to Pirate.
Well, so, yeah. Okay.
That's the long
Let's move
name.
on to the next question, shall we? So, another one from Joey the Cat. Out of all the San Juan cast, which engine would most likely to hold up another train for Jollies?
Frank.
Ben.
For what?
Hold on. You're saying holding up another train for the just the giggles and
for shits and giggles?
Oh,
yes.
Probably Ben.
It's called Ben.
Oh, it is Ben. Yeah.
We've established this. He held up the limited.
He did.
On the limited.
Probably Greg.
Ben?
We can't talk about Greg.
Limited.
We established this.
He's not.
Guys, let's reveal our newest character, Grank Juan.
Grank Juan. He's the J.W. Bowker. I don't know.
Grank.
You know.
Grank.
Where's the photo? Hold on.
Where's
the photo of the tenders?
He says, "Grank that hog."
Oh my god.
He goes, was it GS Felfebre Heber as he like froths at the mouth?
Called the bond yield. Let's see.
Oh god.
Okay.
Next question.
Anyway,
Things get worse.
Okay. Anyways, moving on to the next question from Strasbourg number 90. This universe, did the Trainmaster visit the Cumbres and the Denver? Yeah. And the Denver.
The Durango and Silverton.
The DNSGRR.
I'd like to point this out right here. Look, there's a reference to Durango on the Aeroc thing. To Durango, 252.6 miles. To Trinidad, 57.7.
I was gonna say, how do we reveal where San Juan is located on a map?
So
Well,
like
And I think, yeah.
go
Anyways,
left
right there.
of Trinidad.
Well,
Just in the middle of
I'll-
nowhere.
yeah, you gotta
Yeah,
take a
let's-
left on Trinidad, and you go right next
you
to
guys
Aerox.
wanted to see Ben go flying, right?
Oh,
Yeah, they do.
We're not
Take that
Galaxy
left turn
Railways.
at Albuquerque.
let's-
I don't think that's a good idea.
Okay, so we're gonna go speed run ourselves over onto the joint line, and then we're gonna switch over to Craig's version of the route. Let's York Central.
This is the part where I
Answer the
Wasn't
the
there like a
question.
couple funny questions in like that we were reading before we went live?
I think there
Yeah,
were.
it's
Can we
underneath
get
the
those?
actual
There's,
Discord
there
servers.
Yeah, go get the ones from the Discord.
I'll just
server.
say
We
it
can post
this.
to those.
One of
Yeah,
those
yeah.
regarding is via Ben skin in Fortnite.
Ben's skin in Fortnite.
No.
Bro.
These are the
Ben-
current
I don't know if that
ones.
works.
That's a good idea.
Yeah,
That would
like
be a bizarre kick.
So I like this question. I do want to ask this one.
Yeah.
From Stevens King Productions. Would Ben like to be painted in the I Love Toy Trains paint scheme?
That
Or
be
would he
funny.
be embarrassed to be painted in
That
all
would be a
yellow?
funny concept.
Okay, so
I'm gonna say that would be pretty
oh,
fun.
are you trying to find the Black Beetle?
there it is. Got it, guys. Now we are going to travel in style.
Oh yeah.
Full throttle.
Finally.
Is Ben
Finally.
being put in front of?
Finally some good fucking food.
Throttle.
Is
Oh,
Ben
yes.
in front of
The jet
the beetle,
train.
or is he
No.
behind it?
We're
Are you sure all the
shoving him.
switches-
Oh, he's pulling it.
He's not very aerodynamic.
Oh, it's fine. It'll work.
It is.
Do you
He's
think
very
the jet engines will care?
Jet
very
engine
jet
train.
tech dynamic, if anything.
You know,
yeah.
now the more that I think about it, I think Train Master would actually buy 2 RDCs and say, "Right, I'm building my jet train concept."
Yeah. If the
Building
New York
high-speed
Central
rail.
won't do
This
it,
is-
I'll do
I'm
it.
back.
Hi,
I can't afford to
feel like
lose
I
the
said
U.S.
that
mail
we-
we're
contract.
gonna
Rock
run
Island,
back
call
to
that shit
Junction
the
City
rocket.
as quick as we can, because we want to go check out your portion of the route, Craig.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But, okay. While we're
Craig,
at it,
we're
okay, so I
running the
think
best
that's
train.
all of the mock list questions here.
Let's
so
move to the
let's go back.
Discord.
I'm gonna go back to the Discord
Yeah.
one.
Oh,
What
can I
is
answer
worth,
this question
if you
quickly?
do ask
Oh,
any
last
questions, I will be copying them and making sure
Yeah.
that you all
This-
get.
Yeah, but
Let's
right
see.
now I think we got all those done, squared away for now. But I'll just read off the Discord ones.
Well,
first
let me
up-
answer this one because it just showed up.
Okay.
Will the route ever be available for purchase, or is it the same thing with the kit bash engines?
It's the same
Yes.
thing with the kit bash engines, because so many people have worked on this over the years, we can't sell it, we don't want to, and we can't even give it away. It just
I was
basically
gonna say,
is useless.
If
Is
you
the
want
original-
access to
original
the
route?
original,
Like,
You-
is that
It's
on
on
the
the
DLS?
Discord.
No, I put the
Mhm.
original route in the fan server. You can go download the original version of it. There was a download for it.
Yeah, if
I
you want
will
to time
say,
capsule.
like you can do your own stuff. Like you can make it look as good as our current one that you don't give access to. But like you can do stuff with it. You can make it better.
But out of respect for
Yeah.
Prowler,
Out of respect for
Yeah.
him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shout
We
out
are
to
not
Colin,
going to
man.
be.
He did a really good job with making it look fantastic.
I will say, we do make custom routes for other episodes, and those I wouldn't be, at least the ones that I worked on. Let me be very specific. I wouldn't be against it, although there are other people who worked on
Yeah,
them.
like the isolation
So,
route. When
it-
that's out, you can release that.
Yeah, you got my permission at least.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah, we have a few rules when it comes to regarding to like what
As
we can and
long
what we
as it's worked on by exclusively free content by the people in the production team who are willing to give it out, then we're able to part with it. Like Rar's Anthony model.
Yeah, like
At some point in the not so distant future.
we would love for you guys to like really have the route. Like we would want to do that, but like
Mhm.
for certain reasons, just give it out. It would
Yeah.
get us in trouble.
Yeah, in big trouble.
Big trouble.
If we
That's
could, we
something
would
that
give it
we
to you,
don't
but we can't.
Next question from the server.
Okay. Yeah. Anyways, next question from the server. From Alex, will there be more SP locomotives like Daylight's 294?
Well, you don't say.
Yeah.
Oh no!
Shoot, you're going the wrong way.
Oh no! Ben!
Uh-oh.
No! Oh no! Oh shoot!
Oh no.
Oh,
Oh no!
Oh, no.
Brakes, go.
No!
And Ben died.
He's.
I'm watching this unfold delayed. Oh shit. Oh.
Yeah, I'm watching this. Oh no.
Oh no.
Damn.
Damn, he's dead now. Okay.
Well, on that
Ben
bombshell,
just committed a
Yeah,
James.
all right, let me just keep
Let's
answering
switch
more
on the other one.
questions. From everyone, did Wes ever find out if there's a way to make those radios work long range?
You know,
well,
I
he
don't
didn't
know.
figure it out. They figured it
that's
out
a-
for him.
I think he might have maybe. I would say for me, I would say he would blackmail the train master getting those fixed because you know.
Not half wrong. Yeah.
Surprisingly easy.
I think it's quick and easy.
He got
Goodness.
swallowed by the
fix the
RDC mimic, apparently.
What?
That's what it
Yeah.
said. That's what it said. Michaelis. He got swallowed by the RDC mimic. My name is Jackie,
Whoa.
and I'm
His name is the
fucking
fucking
Becky.
mimic. Oh yeah.
And
wow.
with my
Okay,
clown power, I am gonna make you scream louder.
Damn.
God.
Okay. Anyways,
Okay.
Yeah,
next question from the Westerner: have the San Juan branch line crew ever encountered some interesting characters when it comes to railfans and foamers?
Yes.
yes.
Ooh, I have a story
Tell.
from the NYMT. Some of you may have heard this before, but I'll say it for the live chat. I'm assuming that this is like in real life.
Assumably, yeah.
So I volunteer at the New York Museum of Transportation as a trolley operator. In fact, my icon is one of our preserved cars, 161. So it's like what two years ago now, I think. During one of our Holly trolley, like December trolley ride things that we do, don't laugh at the name.
That's a tall order.
So there was this guy who went to the Model Railroad Club in downtown Rochester that I knew. And he was like one of those, like, just, I don't know, kind of annoying, like, to give you an idea of the kind of guy he was, he brought in like a GG1 with like a paper face that he like drew with a pencil, taped to the front, and ran it around the layout, and everyone was giving him weird looks. But he showed up to the Holly Trolley event, and while we were we ran the car down to the end of our line, we turned the car around, and this was back when we actually let people like blow the whistle at midway before we went back, and he came up to the vestibule end where me and my buddy who was operating with me, and he goes like, so why is there a steam whistle on this trolley? It's an air whistle. It's not a steam whistle, for context. And then after we explained it's an air whistle, there's no steam on everything had an air whistle because horns didn't really exist yet as we know them anyways. And he followed that question up with, so do you know if there are any ghost stories about this old line? And the awkward, especially considering that the railroad we run on didn't exist. Like, there is no old line. The museum built the railroad for the museum. Maybe there's a ghost story about the sewer access road that we built it on top of, but I mean, like, that's my story of interesting interactions with trained people in the wild.
So they were asking us if we've had any interactions with weird people.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh god, I wish I had any good stories from Railroad Heritage. Oh, I actually have one. This is not an interaction with a person, but more so a piece of the equipment. Challenger 3985. The engine itself. The people who ran it didn't take very good care of it. So I looked at the firebox, and there was a 2-foot wide bulge on the fireman's side sheet. It was a ton of broken stays in a big cluster, and they were shocked it didn't explode. They didn't see it because it was under the jacketing. And they didn't do good boiler inspections, so we replaced all that.
Incredible.
That's my scary train story. Yeah. That's my ghost story about this old line.
Bro, what about the SLDHD? Do they know about that?
Oh god, the Steve Lee Dynamo Hammer device.
That's probably my favorite thing with the Challenger. Is
I'll say one more story about my Real Railroad stuff before I clock out and get back to the Stand 1 stuff. Okay, so back in ye old day of the time before it had a name, Steve Lee from Shattered Reputation, hit Yap Dollar video on Shitty Edits Archive. He installed dynamo hammers on his dynamos so he could whack them with a cord in the cab like a bell. Whenever they'd quit working, he'd just whack, 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 whack on them. And then that way he didn't have to get out of the cab to bang them with the hammer instead of fixing them proper. So...
in case of dynamo failure, pull cord.
In case of dynamo failure, pull cord hard. Yeah, so that's my story about 3095. Let's get back to the San Juan stuff. Any more questions from the server?
Yep, we got some more questions. Okay, next one from Shire Maniac. Which San Juan character would survive or go mental on Sodor?
On Sodor. Oh, okay. Who would survive?
I mean, most of them can't actually fit the loading gauge, so I mean...
Probably Greg. Sorry, I already used that joke.
Greg.
I already used that joke before.
Guys, Greg.
I think it would be Travis Tarrington.
Oh, yeah, you're right, Travis Tarrington.
He gets really angry that there's not a single mountain.
I will say one character that would survive on Sodor, because he wouldn't have a problem, is Louis.
Oh yeah, Louis!
It's funny though, apparently the Furnace Railway actually did have wagons that were sorta close to what Louis is, so...
But they didn't, they used buffers and they used...
Well, yeah.
Guys, honestly, if we're, like, it depends on what we base, like, Sodor on, because if Sodor can fit a K4 in the loading gauge, depending on what you consider as real, like...
Well,
I mean, if it had an Allegheny on the loading gauge, lest we recall.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Oh yeah, Sam.
I guess,
technically a Blue Ridge. Technically a Blue Ridge. He was a Virginian Allegheny.
Yeah. Okay. Moving on from Frisco Foamer 1522. Dear God, what's with all these questions? What did Ben do from 1935 to 1945?
He slept.
He was
working on a small spur of Baltimore.
Yeah, on Pratt Street.
He was working on VNO. That's all you need to know, okay?
He was retired in like 1947, refurbished by the B&O's Mount Clair shops in real life. They tried to sell Ben off to a real person in real life. They rebuilt the entire engine, and then they just did nothing with it. They cut it up.
That's... God damn it.
Yeah.
You guys, we're really good at allocating our resources.
Yeah. No, Ben did not blow up a shop or derail a train or break a bridge or anything.
Or blow up a hospital. I don't know. Victor Tanzik funny.
I cannot talk about Germany and all the
blow
people
himself off a cliff. No, he didn't do that.
Damn.
Okay, anyways, we're moving on. From Mr. Railyard, what was Trainmaster doing at Comic-Con a month ago? And what comics does he read? Any of them?
I read the Full Buccaneers comic.
What's your answer to if they're connected?
Yeah. He has limited edition Full Buccaneers memorabilia.
Merch.
They call me the Full Bucket Master.
Yeah.
The Full Bucket Master.
Full Bucket Master.
You may call me Bucket Master.
You may call me Bucket Master.
Here's a little secret, but he was given exclusive access to the railroad by Mr. Iverson, who he then decided to beef with on Twitter.
Damn!
I just realized what music is playing.
Ooh.
The Full Bucket line is operated by
the Santa Fe on this side. And the Union Pacific
but then Mr. Shrub then added him on Twitter, and they got to snap chatting and took down Mr. Iverson.
Fascinating. Let's continue.
That's okay. Anyways, from Jazz, does the Mason locomotive just constantly scream? Oh yeah, yes he does.
Oh,
He does.
Craig.
Does
so many of these trees are gone.
Damn.
Here's
Okay,
a
anyways,
question.
I'll
Does
validate
Train
it. It'll be
Master
fixed by the next stream.
dude, does Train
Okay,
Master
anyways.
do TikTok dances?
No, he's too old.
Yeah, he every time he tries to like bust a move, he ends up busting his ribs.
He throws his back out.
That applies to everything too. That applies to like the sprinkler, the robot. He can't do anything.
Yeah, every time he tries to bust a move, he just ends up busting his ass.
Well,
Damn.
not even the robot. Not even the...
He's so crippled and old.
So
He
he's...
can't do TikTok dances. He's too stupid and old.
Unless you AI
True
AI
words.
modify it, and he will be good. Okay, but anyways, moving on from Frankie717. Will the newly built models be hosted on your own site when the time comes?
Oh,
I feel like we've already answered this. question.
we've answered this question. Like the brand new ones, like the Southern Pacific Mogul, Wes's new model, stuff like that. It
We're not
will
gonna release
probably
models.
get a public release because those are things we actually own and made. Yeah.
But, like, see the answer to the earlier question
Yeah.
about, like, Nathan, etc.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, anyways, okay. Cosmos, you got a question for you. From
question for
Mr.
me.
Rail. Yeah. So,
From
from
who?
Mr. Railyard,
Okay.
what is the update on UP 3985?
I can't really talk too much about that actually. 3985, it's in worse condition than 5511 is. That is public knowledge.
Oh shoot.
And judging by that, I think you can come to your own conclusions. Next question.
Okay,
They will
anyways,
replace. They will use parts.
Yeah. Anyways, this guy changed his username on Discord. San Juan Evil Incorporated asks,
Oh, I see.
Say, hypothetically, you could only save one San Juan locomotive from being blown up by oncoming nuclear bombs within a
What?
4-mile radius.
Oh no!
And they cannot be halted. Who do you save?
I say
Probably Greg. I'm sorry.
I'm saving Annie. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm saving Nathan.
saving
Nathan.
Annie.
I don't care.
Who
I
are-
need
who
a
are
New
you
York
saving?
Central Mohawk to be saved.
I know. Probably Dan.
Valid.
Yeah, of course, because he's the
Honestly, genuinely, probably Craig.
You
Just
say
because 3254 funny.
David, bad day.
Bro. No, we don't talk about David. He's taking a nap.
Oh, yeah, he's taking a nap at the bottom of the Kaw River.
You know what? He's earned it.
How did this happen?
I put him there.
No.
I think the
Get
reason
him
why
out of
the
there.
nuclear bombs. No, guys, the reason why the nuclear bombs went off is because Ben accidentally himself into a pickle.
He pushed the button.
Yes.
Oh my.
Also, new
Because
stuff on the
Ben-
joint line that we've
because-
never seen before.
Because in Ben's mind, he thought that pushing any button was a guarantee to get a day off, but no, that's not what happened.
Well, he found the any button, and it turns out that button launches the missile.
Boy, it sure is
Yeah.
convenient having the great big
Oh my
destroy San Juan button on my desk.
The San Juan self-destruct button.
I
That's
tell you,
right.
we should,
Damn,
like,
we
in the
just- we
middle
just
of a
like the
mountain,
crap.
like, just hollow out a bit of the mountain and put, like, a big model button in there. That's the San Juan self-destruct button.
Yeah,
The
what
button that
does-
kills San Juan.
The button
At
that
every-
kills Will Smith.
Honestly,
The
every
moment you
evil
press that
genius needs a
button-
self-destruct button for their creation.
The moment the moment the
Foreshadowing.
series goes wrong, we have the self-destruct button, so we don't need to worry about Sam 1 anymore. We can just press that.
Oh, Craig, there's trees on the line.
Huh?
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
this is the part that
Alright.
I was. This is the part that's very unfinished.
Okay, anyways, next question from Warbonnet601. What was going on the Sam 1 branch line during World War II?
I can explain.
Um,
Nothing.
I could.
Hang
I
on.
think I could answer
Oh,
that one
Craig,
the
go ahead.
best. At the time, they would have still been getting coal out of the. Well, I mean, they still do. They would have been getting coal out of the mine, like the one that you see and take it for granted and all that stuff. I think, if I remember correct, passenger was still happening, but it wasn't really that much. And was Dan there? I think
Yeah,
Dan was
Dan
there
would
at
have
that
been
point.
there. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think.
Plus,
Andy
like,
too.
probably 2 or 3 other engines.
Yeah, the original 4 would have been there.
Apparently they used to run mountains down there, so evidently there was at least huge coal trains coming down, I think.
Yeah, because they ran number 1600 over the joint line to San Juan.
Which that's wild.
Well, I mean, if you think about it, we have a Challenger-sized turntable at Junction City.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's true. Okay. Next question from Westerner. Does San Juan Engines have any hobbies other than working on the railroad?
I love
Well,
this.
Ben and Anthony play Wii.
That's true.
I think
watches-
Dan would like play solitaire, like he would just tell people which cards to flip over and stuff. I think that's what he would be doing.
He would also be playing Uno, like he would host Uno games.
You know,
You think
I've had this
whistling
theory.
counts as a hobby? Because
Oh,
Wes
definitely.
did the whole whistling thing.
Definitely.
Maybe
Oh, yeah.
he just likes like music theory or something.
Greg's hobby is to talk to Louis. I mean, sorry, Grant's hobby is to talk to Louis.
Well,
Wrong
Grant's
character.
hobby is
Grant
like
has
his
no
job.
hobbies.
Oh.
Oh yeah, more trees on the line, by the way.
Oh yeah, I can see that, Craig. There's
Trees
so
will be
many...
more trouble than engines will
Frank
ever
would
be.
You know what
just-
this is?
Frank
This
would
is
just be-
treason.
Yeah, I know.
What?
Frank will just be binge watching Netflix.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he has a move check.
Wow.
And he's into
Nathan-
old Western films.
Nathan, honestly, I think Nathan would just try to like become a teacher, kind of, because he knows a lot. I think.
Like a school
Nathan-
teacher?
Nathan's kind of a smart guy. I mean, he's the kind of guy
Yeah.
who just like goes around on Skype and just calls random people. You know Omegle? He probably does that.
No,
Nathan's
he's
the
a-
kind of
no,
guy to watch the 3-hour documentary about the superconducting super collider like 6 times in a row.
I think
In the
he's
same
projecting.
day.
Nathan's the kind of guy who would start a YouTube.
Maybe I
channel
am
about
projecting.
his
What's
own
it to you?
videos.
What's it to ya?
Okay,
Watch
yeah,
it, Joey.
this is. I think from
Ellis?
here on out, the route is mostly finished.
Yeah,
And then-
mostly finished.
I don't know. What would Ellis do? What is Ellis's hobby?
British.
Ellis's hobby is eating tea and the crumpets.
Oh yeah, true.
Eating tea and drinking crumpets. Next
Yeah.
question.
Next.
Okay. Oh yeah, and then Anthony's would be like, Andy looking up old
You
chains on.
got a friend in me.
Gold
Maybe
chains.
Maybe Anthony's in like a folk band.
Oh yeah,
I can
Anthony's
see that.
favorite pastime is watching Toy Story.
on VHS.
You can't keep doing this.
I'm doing it.
Okay. Okay. All right. We're just gonna move on. So.
You know, you seem a
yes.
little bit to move on whenever things get funny, friend.
Oh wow.
You're gonna see
Yeah.
it's our destiny.
Like there's
Yeah, okay,
some king is like there's some king of friend inside me. Alright. Alright, no
anyways,
more.
well,
What is
While you're
Siggy's
doing-
hobby? Moon railing. Yep, that question got answered. Next.
Oh.
Maybe like magic.
I know. I'm doing the next question. Okay.
Magic tricks. That's
Alright.
our hobby.
Jazz. So this is about the screaming engine and whatever, I forgot his name. From
What?
Jazz. If he the Mason locomotive, if he does constantly scream, I mean, with each scene at that station, there will be a faint scream in the background.
I mean,
Well, they just turn a speaker off.
Yeah,
oh,
like
well, I mean, with Granddad, he's not in purgatory. He's an old steam engine sitting not in a park. He just needs someone with a spark to come along and light a fire in him.
Attention, all passengers. I have an itch on my frame.
Please itch my frame.
Attention passengers, I have a in my tender or coal bunker and I'm going to scream at the top of my smokestack. Be prepared to cover your ears. 3, 2, 1.
Attention. Directed to the passenger playing AFK Journey very loud on their phone. Turn that shit off! I'm trying to sleep.
Yeah.
You turn that shit off, or I'm gonna scream at the top of my
Clash of
smokestack.
Clans.
Ben's
You know what,
hobby.
never-
Ben's hobby is probably solving mysteries. Come to think about it. Oh wait, this music.
Trolling.
Hang on.
No
Not
wait,
trolling
Ben's hobby
Fortnite
would
users?
be
Let me,
no wait, Ben's hobby would be a security guard, because nobody gets past him.
Oh, yes. Nobody.
right.
He's a
gets
bodyguard.
past me.
Guys, I'd like to show you something very silly. This is something Craig has been working on, as in the
Yeah.
guy. Welcome,
It's the
everyone,
big reveal.
to Chelsea, and it has no yard.
Oh, yeah.
Look at
There
how
is
nice
no
it
Chelsea
looks.
yard.
I'm actually, like some of this, I'm actually incredibly like surprised. Like there's a like at how well I did it. There's like an area like down the line, like across the bridge there, which that's also an unfinished area. Ignore that. Where freaking there's like a little cutting where like it's like a little cut in the mountain. That part I was super surprised of, and there's also a waterfall. That part I was super, yeah. The point is, like, I did not know I could do this good.
This is a very nice location.
Anyways, speaking of which, what this goes into, I'm just gonna skip a few questions because that one relates to this one. Frank 717, what's your favorite part of the San Juan route?
Honestly, my favorite part, I think it might be Chelsea. This is just such a cool place.
Well, thank you.
There is no Chelsea yard.
I love the
I
fact
think
it's still got
overall,
semaphores.
yeah, that was just there when I got it, but for context, Chelsea was kind of influenced by Jimmy. He mentioned like this one really abandoned town. It escapes the name, but and I was like, yeah, that's perfect. So the like whole trailer park area back there is incredibly inspired by like this one random area in Colorado where there's like nobody there. But if I were to say my favorite area on the entire route, man, that's a tough one. Okay, if we're gonna split it, Junction City for like the yard area, and then for the actual San Juan part, or sorry, not the San Juan, the joint line part. Probably honestly that cutting or the place where Cameron died. I'm quite proud of those two. Or the museum, the logging museum across. Yeah, that's the cutting I'm talking about.
Look at the wires. I didn't even know you put those up. Those look awesome.
Yeah, it's inspired from so I was driving up to Georgetown around the time I started remaking the route, and I remember seeing this huge like what are they called again? Pantographs? I don't know. Power lines. Thank you. That's like the most simple name of all time. But I remember seeing them and I thought, wow, that would be super cool to add. That's also why all the rock is like yellow and stuff. I tried to mix it with the I tried to mix the aesthetic of the original route, which is like really green and looks more like, you know, like the southwest or something, or the southeast, sorry. And I tried to mix that a little bit with like the more traditionally Colorado deserty kind of aesthetic that southern Colorado has. So yeah. I do think that the bridge is out up ahead. I
want to hit the bridge.
I do think I accidentally deleted it at some point. You might want to check. Just well, you're not streaming, so I can't tell.
Okay,
But if there's actually okay, so like the tunnel, like it kind of wraps down and underneath. If there's a bridge there, that's it. It's good. But if not, then probably stop Frank.
Cool. Okay, that's cool. Okay, anyways, next question from Jasp. We have a triplex cameo.
No.
No.
How would one survive?
No.
Yeah, like I don't know how that's even possible.
Wait, Cosmos, did you find like a live Steam triplex
I
like
did.
the other night on
It's
Discover Live Steam?
$150,000.
Trainmaster buys it and brings it there and puts like a box on it, and he sounds like fucking Alvin from the Chipmunks, and then he like throws it in the river.
Oh,
That
my
like
God.
10
Awesome
minutes.
character
Oh,
ever
gosh.
exists.
Oh, I want you all to look at this
That'd be
lighting.
fun.
Oh my god.
Okay, anyways, next question from
Ooh.
Mr. Railyard. Ooh, this is an interesting one.
Ooh.
Who would win in a rap battle, Mr. Iverson or the Trainmaster?
Trainmaster.
I actually wrote
yeah,
a
great.
whole parody song that Trainmaster's supposed to sing. It's Die in
my
a Fire, but it's Die in a Roundhouse Fire. Maybe someday I will sing it for you all in my beautiful Trainmaster voice.
Also, rest
Trainmaster
assured
will
the bridge is there.
absolutely cook Mr. Iverson, because honestly, I think Trainmaster is like just more has that more younger feel to him rather than Mr. Iverson. I think he's just like very grumpy and old.
Yeah, I feel like Trainmaster's got that like fucking try me add-on and like attitude.
I think
Yeah,
part of
that's
what
like-
it is that Trainmaster owns the railroad, so he can do whatever he wants. Mr. Iverson, correct me
he's
if I'm
the-
wrong, he has to work for one of the three that's in the area, I think.
Isn't it? Trainmaster's like a billionaire, so he doesn't care. He'll do whatever the hell he wants.
I make my triumphant return.
Oh, the inevitable question: will we ever see a big boy in the series? Yes.
No. Wait, what?
We will.
Yeah.
Well, it doesn't mean they're
Huh?
staying.
Don't worry, it's just in a picture, guys.
Yeah.
Oh wait, I forgot. I forgot him. Yeah, that's right. I forgot. Never mind.
Union Pacific, Big Boy number 4014.
Who
What's
would win a rap
Trainmaster's-
battle? Craig or Eric from the Full Bucket Bears?
Whoa.
I'm gonna say
Probably
Craig.
Rob. I don't know.
Probably.
I'm saying Craig.
Probably Greg.
Depends on what the
Probably
beat is.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm not funny.
Oh, bro, we should. Oh no, we gotta bring back like epic rap battles of railways, but San
Epic rap battles of railroads. Craig
Flying
won.
Scotsman
Versus.
and
From Ticket Lines.
Oh, look at him go.
NATO.
Wait, hold on a
Unfortunately, have
second.
to head off for the night. I know I just got back from eating, but I have to head off for the
Sounds
night.
good.
See ya.
That's
Yeah.
See ya.
Y'all take care. I was happy I was on the stream, so auf Wiedersehen.
Yeah. Oh.
Nice. Oh, hold on. What is Trainmaster's net worth?
$1.
Oh my god, no, you're right. He's probably like a.
I think you mean $1.
One. Whoa.
Okay,
I mean,
but, like,
didn't
can we-
somebody,
Can we like not shitpost about this one real quick? Because this is now a question I have. He's rich enough to write off a whole fleet of steam locomotives as a tax write-off.
Well, I remember that it's been, according to online, Sir Topham Hatt's net worth is $2 billion.
That's probably what
We'll call it
Trainmaster has.
That's
$3 billion.
I was gonna joke at the.
Go on.
Okay, let's on to the next question. From Westerner, if you lock Ben and Tony in a room together, what do you think they get up to? Lamp,
Who is-
oil, rope, bombs?
Who
What?
is Tony?
And
I may be stupid.
And the
Oh.
this guy,
Lamp,
lamp, oil,
bombs.
Oh.
You want it?
Or
It's yours, my
bombs.
friend.
$1 million. Oh,
they'd be playing Rock Band. No, they'd be playing Wii together.
they
They would
plug in
play
their
with-
Wii U and play Mario Party 10. I don't fucking know.
Oh yeah, and then if they get bored, they'll just move to the Nintendo Switch or Nintendo Switch
Oh.
2 and then just.
I
No.
see a question in chat. How did Trainmaster even make talking train tech that actually knows what is happening to the loco itself?
Dun dun dun.
So,
They
basically,
have three
I
different.
can I give a vague answer, everybody?
Go for it.
Okay.
Thanks.
Let's just say Trainmaster wasn't the one who made the tech able to understand or integrate with the body itself. That's all we're gonna leave on that. I think that's just vague enough.
It was Squidward.
What?
It was
It-
Squidward.
Okay, yeah, it was.
tonight.
It sure is nice being able to make talking.
It sure is nice working on the San Juan WAMP.
Guys,
Oh,
I drank this out of water again.
Why did you bring
Okay.
the ox tender?
Yeah. I will say this though. Talking train tech definitely has an interesting process.
For being creative.
It's unexplainable in some
So
aspects.
I don't mean to be
I'll
that
leave it off
guy.
there. Okay.
I don't mean to interrupt. Cosmos, you're at 0 water.
Yeah, I noticed. I
God,
noticed. You know who we're gonna
Good
replace
job.
this with?
So he lost all
We
his
need
water.
a better unit in every single way. You wanna know?
We
We need to get the bromine
help.
diesel.
Working
we need.
together.
We need.
He could have told you that without a tender, your
Off
water
we
glass
go.
is running dry.
Off we
Coco.
go, off we go. You should put
Come on, my
like
son.
a LBSC.
Oh,
Oh, I can't read.
why is
Off
there
we
3
go.
of them?
Off
Hey
we
guys,
go,
look,
off
it's
we
Dennis.
Oh, big
Hey,
Gary,
Dennis.
Gary,
Big Dennis.
stop. Off we go, off we go. Gary, stop.
Oh, man.
Go, go,
I'm
go.
so glad he gave like out the files for the original Gary the Steve Engine videos. We would have gone our whole lives without knowing that.
Okay, we got a question in all caps. Will there be a Union Pacific Big Blow gas turbine locomotive or a Union Pacific coal turbine locomotive in the San
Yes, there
Juan?
will.
Yes, there will.
There'll be a cold.
What?
We're gonna bring the cold turbine to San Juan.
Turn your
Yes,
crash
his
blocks
name-
off.
His name is Pacific Jim.
Dude, what if Greg was the GTEL?
No, what if Grunk was the G-Top?
Grunk.
Wrong place to
Uncle Stan?
Yes, we gotta
Gronkle Stwans.
Gragel Stan.
turbine. That is
Ringle Stan.
Grunkle Juan here.
Wrinkle release?
Actual
Yeah, but,
legitimate question. How much do you know? How much do the characters in the universe know about the world around them and human affairs?
They know about what you would usually expect a locomotive to know.
Yeah, I mean, they're programmed with human intelligence and knowledge and language and like, imagine a person with a high school GED as like a base level. That's, yeah. That's
Rails of Michigan asks, basically, will we see the Ghost Tank Engine ever again, or will he make an appearance every once in a while? The answer is yes. Yes, he will appear. I mean, okay, first of all, he technically has reappeared, if you didn't know.
Don't spoil the surprise.
Don't spoil the
Cosmos.
surprise.
No surprise.
I mean, it already happened.
Okay.
It's not really spoiling, but
I
I
guess
guess
we can spoil this. Well, we actually, maybe this is a tip for people who want to rewatch the show.
If you don't want spoilers, mute the stream. I don't know.
If you want spoilers, mute this. If you don't want spoilers, mute this part. But there are post-credits scenes in a lot of San Juan episodes. Some of the ones that have post-credit scenes include Taken for Granted, Moonrailer, the second part, Mikoto About Nothing, The Lucky Bobber, Crummy Luck Part 2 especially, Coalition. All of them have post-credit scenes, and you need to watch them all. They are very important. So that's our little bit.
I have watched that.
Yeah, they
I didn't realize they related to the tank engine.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, does Joy the cat, does the Ghost Engine like the band The Beatles?
I mean, he's kind of shaped like one.
Bro.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, he is a
Rail Ace
Ghost
asked,
Engine.
what if there was a San Juan character where they had the ability to break the fourth wall, Deadpool style?
That's called Ben.
Ben does.
That's called Ben. He already did that.
It's literally in the writer's Bible.
That was 10 stories ago.
Yeah,
you
that
should do a drinking challenge every time we say Ben.
Ben.
Yeah, it just be from.
Ben is like the most fleshed out character. It's really funny.
He is Ben the Beatbox.
He's Benning it.
Yeah. Yes.
Guys, do you like this
yeah.
fight?
Just to be clear. Bonnet 601. Yes. San Jose branch line is run by a production team member.
Yeah. San Jose branch line was connected to the production team. Yes.
Yes. It is run by that. It even says in the disclaimer.
Yep.
From Low Iron.
Yep.
Yeah,
more Discord questions we got?
Yeah, we got okay, so this one's from San Juan Evil Incorporated once again, who left the stream, but he has one more question. Is there a hardware store that contains Jesus Christ, he made out a whole list of stuff. I'll just say a few.
Oh, it's
Is it
the
like
song.
Allen wrenches, gerbil feeders,
Gerbil
toilet seats, electric
feeders,
heaters, trash compactors, juice extractors, etc., etc.?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There is, and it's. I'll show you it. You guys want to see it?
Oh yeah. Also, on the
wanna
route,
know
we're
all
currently
that
at the
stuff.
part where Cameron, the Clayton's Divide
I
part.
will.
If you can't tell.
I will put the sun up a little bit so you guys can see this.
Put it like into the middle of the afternoon or something.
I kind of like this lighting. Look at this.
Yeah.
So,
Oh yeah.
quick question. Wasn't there a question, like you mentioned, like I think before we went live, that there was a question related to a particular character of interest?
Yeah, it was in the fan server. I think it might have got skipped over. Someone was
Here-
asking, what's the diesel in the "We're Back Now" video? For a split second.
Yes. I mean, if I may go off about that, I don't know.
Go for it.
I won't say a whole lot, but like, yeah, I mean, yeah, the diesel, that was my screenshot. You can tell because I didn't have TRS-19 yet, and it's in Tane. It's fine. But I mean, yeah, that diesel, he will be there soon. I'm trying to be funny and also like informative and not just say nothing. But I mean, like, I'm legitimately drawing a blank. Like, I have ideas. Oh, the music.
Right as I placed down, you know who.
Yeah.
That's funny.
We got a good question here in the chat. Let me just read it real quick. From Ace, versus Talking Ben. Who would Ben it out?
Ben.
Talking Ben.
Yes.
That's the only time Ben loses.
Yeah.
Oh, I
Okay,
should
so
do this in the
another
middle
Ben.
of the night. Oh yeah.
Okay. Anyways.
No. Guys,
I guess
I'm not gonna do anything. I'm just gonna whistle.
I mentioned
don't
earlier
spoil
that
the,
I had an idea
I
for
know.
Sydney. It's like, you know, there's an idea for Sydney, and then there's also the diesel locomotive. I mean, like, you know, there's also the little scrapped thing that I mentioned earlier. I mean, I don't want to say too much. I'd love to talk about it, but I mean, like, I haven't even finished the script yet because I'm a lazy fuck.
Oh, look at this. Wow.
Ooh. Whoa, it's like some King of San Juan Branch Line Halloween special. I don't know.
Oh shit!
One-
Oh no!
It's like
no!
1:40 in the morning.
Oh no!
Guys, it's
Oh god!
Oh, he's
It's a calamity!
self-controlled.
can't scare me. All right, now.
Oh shit! Oh no! Wait a minute! The stream just caught up. Oh no!
it's like
It just caught up for me. Oh no!
Oh no!
You know, to be honest,
look out.
that's not too far off from the actual episode.
Yeah.
Honestly, yeah.
Guys,
Oh, they're kissing.
You know what? Dennis, stay strong.
They're kissing.
Dennis the Menace
Kiss
is
them.
still alive.
They're kissing.
Also,
Really?
up here is like my neck.
my
Up here is my most proud part about the route. I think. Well,
Oh.
not my.
Oh, around this
yeah,
corner?
probably.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Well, like where Dennis is heading.
Oh, he's escaping! Shit,
no.
He's escaped into the night! Where'd he go?
Oh, he's
Follow,
gone.
follow the track.
Oh, shit, there he is. Oh, I
the
can't even
track.
see anything.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I tried to make midnight completely pitch black like 2 years ago, and
Oh,
I kind of
wow.
forgot about that.
God damn it.
Oh, it's
my God.
really
You can't
dark.
see
I can't see anything.
He disappeared. He's gone. I don't even know.
Yeah,
where
but
else-
there's if you turn it to daytime, there's a really cool
I
waterfall
will.
that I made here.
Let's daytime this. Okay, right there. Oh, and the music's peaceful now.
The Rails
Oh.
of Michigan asked a very interesting question.
Oh, look at that!
Let's see. That diesel engine said in the one episode how hard it was to escape. That's one question that's often puzzled me, was how indeed hard was it to escape? Or how did he even manage to escape? I don't know if we've... is that like a
it's
thing we
kind of-
know? Or
It's answered within the Halloween special how that happens.
Okay.
So
I
yeah,
can, I
there
can
was
explain real quick. Okay. Now, you gotta pay very close attention to Gerald, who is the F7's wording. He says, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry he got you. But he has his rule. Anytime one of us gets another victim, he lets us go free for another year. Basically, his way of letting his collection grow is by forcing the members of his roster to go out in the real world to convince everybody that it's a fake legend. Just a legend. And if they are able to get him another acquisition, they're able to escape to the real world for another year.
So then, like,
that implies
Cameron
Cameron has
just
been
bounced.
Yeah, that implies Cameron either cheated the ghost or he's been getting a new victim for him each year.
Ooh, honestly,
I think it would be funnier if he just he did the thing and then he just bounced see ya.
Yeah.
Or
if you think about it,
I think he just repainted himself.
Okay, guys. At the end of the route. Now you know what this means.
I will say, with regards to
Guys,
Cameron,
the music. I'm cranking this. Okay. You know what this means?
Dude.
Tobias time.
Uh-oh.
This is how we end the stream. This is tradition.
Wait. Hey, we got a few more questions.
Goofy, Garfield, and Charming mentioned.
I'll just speed through these questions real quick. Railyard, as a member, I don't know much about the whole FPL line, so I can't really answer that, but I am excited about the route. And then from Jas, was the FBI ever in San Juan? I have a feeling free better agency would be there because of the amount of silly shit.
Wait, that's the fucking Tobias face? Oh my god.
With regards to Cameron, technically speaking, BNSF is pretty big. He could probably just run away and not be found again.
Yeah, that's why
that's fair.
Repainted because in the episode with it was in a new Burlington scheme.
It's going so fast the track hasn't even loaded in yet.
From Railyard, once again, is Trainmaster a friend with Neil deGrasse Tyson? Did he teach Tyson how train science works? Awesome.
Oh, here we're back.
I will say that would be a really entertaining episode.
Oh no! We hit the void.
Yeah. We hit the void, guys. Okay.
It'll be a really.
Okay, everybody, lightning round. Let's go. Answer questions as quick as possible. Go.
Okay. As a member of what was from Jas? What was the FBI? Was the FBI ever in San Juan? I feel like he has some.
Yes. Next question.
Okay.
What San Juan
is
character do you think you could beat in a fight? Ben, I don't know.
Those tank engine or Tobias, who would win in an epic fight?
The tank engine would win because he has the power of 16 engines.
Duncan.
Okay, next question. Is Trainmaster a friend with Neil deGrasse Tyson, and did he teach Tyson how train science works?
Yes, yes he did.
Sure.
Guys, at the end of the song, it's the end of the live stream.
Okay, last question.
I heard that 3254 will not run again, but I hear it's 36 has a chance. So what?
3377 is Crank's evil brother named
Exactly.
Devin.
His name is Haig.
Okay, so
I'm stealing that idea.
This is
okay,
you.
it's been nice, you all. Love you guys. The stream is end now. And you know what they say. It's illegal to lick doorknobs on other planets. Trainmaster's basement has nothing interesting in it, and you shouldn't go looking in there.
Like and subscribe for more hyperlink blocked.
Cowabunga, dude.
Ciao, Hong Shu!